some Wall Street insiders are making a stunning prediction. They believe gold could reach $7,000 an ounce before President Trump even leaves office. Veteran investors, major economists believe the government is just printing too much money, trillions and trillions of dollars in paper like there's no tomorrow. They know what I know, and frankly what you know too. The value of paper money is diminishing, but gold retains its value. That's why I tell you in my audience about Monetary Gold, 25 years in business, A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, top 5 in the nation on consumer affairs and retirement living, with over 100 years of combined experience helping Americans just like you. The only way to help protect yourself from a possible collapsing paper dollar could be with gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold, 877-NOW-GOLD right now, or visit marklovesgold.com. That's 877-NOW-GOLD to call Monetary Gold now, or visit marklovesgold.com. Performance may vary. Always consult your financial and tax professional before making an investment decision.
Is your old car really scary? Does it look dreadful or smell awful? Don't be afraid. Roswell Ford will take in any trade. Roswell Ford needs your trade, so now is the perfect time to upgrade from your old vehicle and drive home a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle. You'll be shocked at how much we'll pay for your old car, truck, or SUV toward the purchase of a new Ford. And don't be frightened by how much you owe on your old car. Roswell Ford will take your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, so you can upgrade to a new Ford and get massive savings. 0% financing and make no payments till 2026. Worried your credit will make car buying scary? We've partnered with even more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
The 2025 football season is underway for your Artesia Bulldogs. And in southeastern New Mexico, everybody knows that the place to go for all things Bulldog football is KSVP AM and FM and KSVPTV.com.
Down the sideline, and that's Para. He's still on his feet. He's going to break and go. They're not going to be able to catch him. He spun out of the tackle tie. 10-5, touchdown. Artesia, that's 50.
Bulldog football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at KSVPTV.com is presented by Abo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Public Schools, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Buckhorn Productions, Kane Electric Supply, the City of Artesia, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, the Eddy County DWI Program, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Ben's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward, J&J Home Care, KC Light Tower, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tent, Remax Axiom, Smile Expressions, Southeast New Mexico College, Cape Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Lowbanks Trucking, Trans-Aero Medevac, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, and Trustmark Roofing.
27 seconds on the play clock. Whitehead goes into motion, fakes that, pitches it, and let's see what Parra can get to the end zone. Touchdown. He's just too fast, guy. Probably the fastest kid at 5'8".
Follow along all season long with your Artesia Bulldogs. Log on to KSVPTV.com and click on the Artesia Bulldogs tab. KSVPTV.com. Southeastern New Mexico's sports authority, then, now, and time to get down to business. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at KSVPTV.com.
Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs,
hey everybody, Joby Hart
Bulldogs
here
do
with
pick it up. Oh, it's still on the ground, but they do pick it up now. And so they're running with the ball down to about the 30-yard line.
Tonight, your Bulldogs are back home at the Bulldog Bowl, taking on the Trojans of Mayfield High. Bulldog football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at KSVPTV.com is presented by Abo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Public Schools, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Buckhorn Productions, Kane Electric Supply, the City of Artesia, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, the Eddy County DWI Program, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Finn's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward, J&J Home Care, AC Light Tower, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tent, Remax Axiom, Smile Expressions, Southeast New Mexico College, Cape Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, Trans-Aero Medevac, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and E&MU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, and Trustmark Roofing. Now, your Artesia Bulldog pregame show.
Hey everybody, Joby Hodling here with KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio, and we're on Facebook and YouTube as always. It's the pregame show. Friday Night Lights coming up at the top of the hour, and as always, I'm joined here with Coach Jeremy Moppin, the head coach for the Artesia Bulldogs. And Coach, before we get into tonight's game, let's go ahead and give the fans a recap. You had a good struggle, had a good tight game with Goddard last week, a big, pretty physical team. Talk about that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was low scoring. We 7-7 going in at half, and we had a bad turnover on our first drive, and we gave the ball up on the 3-yard line after a return, and so defense held them scoreless the rest of that half. We came back out and got it tied up, and then just never could really get the offense just fully going. But we ended up scoring 24 points in total in the getting going a little bit more in the second half. Corbin Dominguez had a big field goal for us. It kind of got the scoring rolling, and then, man, our defense played good all night and really held them. They scored 2 touchdowns, and both of them were after, one was a big kick return and one was the fumble recovery. And so on the night, our defense played really well, and our offense did enough to get the win, and hopefully we play a little bit better this week.
Well, Goddard, we talked about it last week, Coach, coming into that Goddard game, and you can always kind of throw out whatever happened previous because Goddard and Artesia are going to have a battle no matter what. Yeah. And so that's kind of what it ended up. The other thing that we talked about during the game was just how you had 2 pretty high-scoring offenses kind of stalemate a little bit. So it was a good game, good win for the Bulldogs. You guys stay undefeated. I believe you're district champs regardless of tonight's outcome. So you win the district championship, which we hadn't won in a couple, 3 years. Yes, Roswell's been a thorn in the side. But let's talk about tonight's Mayfield game coming up here at the top of the hour. Final game of the season, regular season, obviously the final district game. And Mayfield's a very storied history, and they've been down some lately, but again, they're always going to come in with a fight.
Yeah, no, Coach Bradley's, the tradition of the Bradleys being there, he's doing a good job. Their numbers with kind of the new schools and everything over there, I think, have gone down a little bit, but they have a really good quarterback. He's fast. He's pretty much broken a long touchdown against everyone. They're going to be pretty sound on defense. They're coached hard. They usually have good O-line and D-line, and so we're in for another little battle tonight, and we're excited about getting to host them.
Well, it's exciting for the Bulldogs let me back up and say this. The year has flown by from a fan's perspective, probably from your perspective as well.
Yes, sir.
But it's exciting to see you get to round out your hopefully undefeated district season and get ready for the playoffs. Yeah. We'll talk about it on the next time we visit, but just give the fans a little bit of a reminder how the playoffs work. You guys get a top 4 seed. Generally looking, you're probably going to be the 1 seed, but if you're in the top 4, how does that all work out?
Yeah, so the top 4 seeds get a bye, and so next week we wouldn't have a game. And then that next week it's an automatic higher seed game for the quarter. So, as we get a bye, then we automatically would have a home game that next Saturday. We like playing on Saturdays in the playoffs. So, we always say Fridays is for regular season and Saturdays for playoffs. And so we will play on Saturdays. And then when you go to the next round, then it's who owes who in the semifinals and finals. So, like Roswell owes us, but we owe Goddard, and, Gadsden owes us, but we owe Lovington. So it just kind of depends on who fits there and who kind of falls into those places. But we're excited. We talked, the guys this week about, enjoying this first journey. This journey's flown by, and finishing this season, and then we open up and everything starts anew, and everybody, it doesn't matter what your record is anymore. You got to play your best football every week. So we're excited about moving on to the playoffs next week.
Before we wrap it up, and you may not know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway, because I've had a lot of people ask me, Have we ever played Los Alamos? If we were to play them, do we know where we'd be?
We were talking, and I ended up not looking it up, but I'm pretty sure in 2006 we played there in the semifinals, and so I'm pretty sure that
That they owe
they owe us. Yes, we played them in the quarterfinals, recently, but those don't count for
Right.
who owes who. So I'm pretty sure it's either no history or they owe us, and if it's no history, it goes to higher
Top seed.
seed. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So hopefully, either way, we're getting to host them. So
Right.
I think that's the consensus. I think when we're talking with coaches is that they owe us.
Okay. All right, Bulldog fans, stay right here. We're going to have Coach Jaramillo coming up with the scouting report, and then we'll have some Meet the Bulldogs, and then, of course, at the top of the hour, Bulldog football live from Bulldog Bowl. Go Bulldogs.
Artesia, why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? At La Fonda, we've been serving Artesia since 1965 with authentic New Mexican favorites.
I'm on my lunch break, and nothing beats La Fonda's green chili chicken enchiladas. Fast, hot, and delicious.
Join us weekdays from 11 to 2 at 210 West Main. Dine in, take out, or call ahead at 575-746-9377. Make your lunch break the best part of your day. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs. RE/MAX Axiom, located in the heart of downtown Artesia at 402 West Main, Suite D and E, is staffed with certified full-service professional brokers. Whether you're buying or selling a home, the professionals at RE/MAX Axiom will lead you through every step of the process. Visit their website, remaxnmaxiom.com, or call 575-255-0111 to speak with a licensed broker. RE/MAX, voted the most trusted name in real estate, and RE/MAX Axiom are proud supporters of our community and all Bulldog activities. We have a big name, but a small town feel. We rise by lifting others. Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher...
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Did you know that God values relationships? At Faith Baptist Church, we exist to begin, build, and broaden a relationship with God and with others. We want a relationship with God through faith in His Son, Jesus Christ, as our Savior. And we also want a relationship with others in a healthy biblical community. Come join us as we strive together to go from where we are to where God wants us to be. 10:30 on Sunday mornings and 6:15 on Wednesday evenings.
We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet, celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health care issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J Home Care has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 30 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
Welcome back here to the Welcome back here to the pregame show, Friday Night Lights here at Bulldog Bowl, and joined now by Coach Jaramillo. He is going to give us a scouting report on the Mayfield Trojans this week, Coach. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's start with their offense and let the fans know what you guys are expecting. You've scouted them, you know what they're going to be doing, or you have an expectation. So let's talk about first their size, their speed, and then what kind of sets you expect to see out of their offense, and maybe pass run ratio.
Well, just to go ahead and start with their size and their speed, it's, not what we've seen out of Mayfield in the past. Not a lot of size in the skill positions. Quarterback, Xavier Ochoa, 6 foot 145. Their backs, a little bit small. They're all around 5'6", 5'7", maybe 130, 140. So
small.
Yeah, usually not the power runners that they see. They've got some bulk up front. But we feel like we really have good team speed on defense, especially with our front. That's really been good for us this year. But as far as sets, is what they like to do. They like to run out of the spread, duo sets, trio. But something they do that's a little bit, I guess I'll say, of an anomaly is they like to line up in two wings side by side. So they may go, conventional, center guards, tackles, and then they might have a tight end in or really a tackle over, but they'll set two wings to it or set two wings away from it. And they like to try to really make as many plays as they can with Xavier Ochoa, their quarterback. He's everything they have on offense. He is their passer, their runner. We've noticed that as far as how they run the ball, they'll use their backs conventionally to try to get stuff tackle to tackle. With him, they want to get him outside. They want to try to get him out of the pocket, whether it's just a straight outside zone run or whether they're trying to run a boot with him. And really what we've seen is whenever he does run the boot, he has the passes set up, but I'd say more than not, he's just looking to run and get him positive yards.
Okay. All right, well, let's move over to the defensive side. What kind of a front can we expect to see? How are they going to run coverage against what we do passing wise? And again, same thing, team speed and on the defensive side and size. And I failed to ask you this on the offense, but you can say it here.
Yes, sir.
How many of them are going both ways? I've heard they got a really small roster right now.
Yeah, so actually when I first started looking at their game against Roswell, I noticed they only had 14 kids on the sideline, which is...
That means they got 25 total.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Which that's what they had suited out against Roswell. And, that tells you that some of their guys have to. Now, number one, he's played wide out on offense, but he's played inside and outside linebacker and in the secondary. So they've tried a lot of different combinations. But as far as the front, it seemed like predominantly through probably a good half of the year, they're going with a four-man front, trying to keep six in the box, trying to play four deep. Then they've also converted to an odd man front, so you'll see a 3-2 here and there, playing some man-free behind it. So you'll get a lot of different things, but I think conceptually, really in the secondary, they kind of rely on off-man coverage. That's just kind of what Coach Bradley has done for a lot of years. But I know Coach Knoll had made this point to me that on defense, they've only had 4 guys that have started consistently throughout the year. Other than that, they've done a lot of shuffling, I think trying to find, good fits for their personnel and where they can get that set up. But, I know we've prepared to see both fronts, both types of coverages. I know Coach Maupin and the offensive staff, they've always done such a good job of preparing for everything they could possibly see. Now, I'm sure you've seen in the past, Jovi, that, teams get to us, they try to do things a little bit differently just because of how we spread the ball out, how we line up, how we run and pass. But I feel like Coach Bradley's pretty set in what he decides he wants to do. But you never know. We could see something different.
Well, sure. But the expectation is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, lastly, let's talk about the special teams. It's one of the things that you guys do. I've told everybody that I want to listen to me. You do it better than anybody in the state. But our special teams does a lot of different things. What do you expect them to do from a special team standpoint how they'll attack our punt return, our kick return, how they'll do their punt return, kick return, and if they got a kicker, that can really kick it deep and kick field goals.
I'll go ahead and just start with their PAT/field goal. Very conventional. It's their kicker number 26. It's pretty average. It's not like he gets the ball real high off or real quick. We actually like all three of our blocks. We have orange, black, and white. Black will block left, orange will block right, second letter in it. And if we do a white block, then we have it where we kick out the guards and we attack in the middle. So we feel like all three are pretty good that way. As far as their kickoff, this is probably, I feel, what they really try to finagle you with. So, they start in their bunch, they approach the ball, then they come back. Well, they've done a lot of different things this year. So they've actually done it, they'll be in the bunch and they'll kick right out of that. They'll just scatter and go. They'll set, they'll get out 5x5, they'll do an onside, they'll do a bloop. And they've actually done a lot of onsides this year, but Coach Montoya has done a great job of making sure, again, we're prepared for all scenarios in terms of how they kick off to us. As far as their kickoff return, they're your basic 5-2-2-2, and we feel like they've got some good gaps that they present that we can attack. Now, it's nice to have a kicker like Corbin Dominguez who can put it in the end zone, but, we feel like, how can I say this? We want to be a kickoff team that can do different things, right? We don't want to just expect the same result. If we feel like, we can pin a team down and keep them there, okay, we'll put it in the end zone. But, Corbin also does his bloops. Yeah. He does his squibs. So we're going to look for the holes that we can get right there to it. As far as their punt return, they're just a basic 4-2 set. They'll man up on the outside, keep a guy deep to return. And really, they haven't brought much pressure on that. I think their philosophy is just to make sure they get possession of the ball. As far as their punt, again, that's kind of another thing I feel they work on. It somewhat looks like our A set, but what they like to do is they like to take the two left, the slot and the wide out. They'll put them on the line. They'll put the right slot and the wide wide. They'll back them off the line, which allows their tackle position to be eligible. And so we've got it worked out where, we've got a man assigned to take care of that. Last year, if you can remember late in the game, they run a fake because their quarterback's their punter. Xavier Ochoa punts for them, and he'll catch it, come forward like he's running, and he wants to run an out route to that tackle position player just to get to the sticks and get the first down. So we feel we're prepared for those things. But at the same time, they'll line up convention like that, and they'll be like in a regular set. The quarterback will shift back to the punter. The three-back will shift back to the personal protector at 7, and they'll go from there. The other thing they'll do is anywhere they're around midfield. So take it from the -40 to the +40, they'll quick kick. So sometimes they'll just line up. They might take one of these offline receivers, motion them across, but they'll just try to snap and get a quick kick off. Maybe try to pin you deep because they feel like you won't have anybody deep on that. And then lastly, if they're backed up, probably from what I've seen inside their own 15 back to the goal line, they don't condense everybody. They'll keep the wideouts out, but they'll go guard, tackle in a tight slot right there, just try to get the ball off. But we feel like we've been pretty effective this year. Maybe not so much as block and punch. We've gotten a couple, but I feel like we're able to put good pressure and you don't get kicks that aren't so great, or he's trying to get it off so quick, he kicks it deep and out kicks the coverage. Usually when we have teams down back on their goal line, we usually do our hold return. And all we want to do is pin them down so they can't get their releases, because a lot of teams are just trying to protect, right? Make sure we get the ball punted off, and we just try to pin them down. And we got Ed Villa and Charlie Campbell back there who can catch and get us those yards back and give us great field position.
Yeah, we saw Villa just explode last week.
Yeah, him and Charlie have done a great year. I feel what they've done a good job of is they haven't let too many balls hit the ground.
Right.
And you and I both know if a ball hits the ground, a lot of times that can cost you 10 to 15, sometimes 20 yards if it hit and goes the other way. So I think they've done a good job of that. Really, our front's done a good job setting up our returns when we do set the wall for it. But at the same time, when we're trying to pin people down and we do our hold return, they've done a great job of executing that. I think we're getting the yards back that they try to get on the punt, and I think it puts us in a great position offensively.
Yep. All right, thank you, Coach, for the great report. And Bulldog fans, coming up here on the pregame show, we're going to have the Meet the Bulldogs segment. And then, of course, at 7 o'clock, top of the hour, Friday Night Lights, Artesia and Mayfield. Go Bulldogs.
Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Unlock the power of effective financial control with First American Bank's wide range of products to help you manage the inflow and the outflow of your cash while gaining efficiency and maximizing profitability. Plus, with robust security measures available through our treasury management products, you'll have greater peace of mind knowing you have taken steps to protect your money. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Member FDIC.
We're Sandra and Morgan with Women for Better Artesia, here to remind you that early voting is happening right now. Election Day is November 4th.
When we stay home on Election Day, we let others make the decisions for our community.
That means fewer voices shaping what happens with our schools, our safety, and our local priorities.
Artesia deserves strong representation, and that only happens when you show up.
Be part of the change right here at home. Get out and vote.
ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
Did you know Artesia Ford now offers mobile service? That's right, we come to you. From fluid and air filter changes, battery and wiper replacements, low tires to diagnostic scans and software updates, Artesia Ford's mobile service makes light maintenance easy and convenient. Call Stephen Chavaria, your mobile service manager today, 575-746-3578 to schedule your visit. Limited services and distances apply, so don't wait. Get service on the go with Artesia Ford. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
No doubt about it.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Welcome back to Meet Your Bulldogs.
My name is George Blackburn. I'm a junior, class of 27.
I'm a wide receiver. Parents are Adrian and George Blackburn. Favorite subject is math, and favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the culture.
My name is Destin Pacheco. I'm a junior, class of 2027. I'm a slot receiver. My parents are Karen West and Lance Pacheco. My favorite subject is lunch, and favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the fans.
My name is Jaden Quinones. I'm a senior. I'm a slot receiver. My parents are Clarissa Pearson and Michael Quinones. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the dog paw.
My name is Andrew Hernandez. I am a junior, class of 2027. I play slot receiver. My parents are Eva Molina, Fernando Hernandez. My favorite subject in school is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the culture.
My name is Jordan Richardson. I'm class of 2027, a junior. I'm a wide receiver. My parents are Tina Porras and Jeffrey Richardson. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite thing is how the community is so involved.
That's your Meet Your Bulldog segment for this week. Pre-game show continues right after this.
Verses 16 through 18. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. I want us to talk about giving thanks. And it's hard sometimes to understand that. How can I have thankfulness in all circumstances? God knows that we live in a fallen and sinful world, and that there's problems in the world, and God's not telling us to always have a smile on our face and be happy and joyous about everything around us, even when bad things are going on. But instead, have an attitude of thankfulness, even in the midst of disaster or trouble. Because of our relationship with Jesus, God is telling us, I want you to learn how to be thankful, to rejoice always, to have that joyous thought process in our mind, to say that when someone comes to me, even in the midst of a disaster, I could tell them about Jesus. Is that your relationship with him? If it isn't, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925, we have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
KCLT is the leader in surface rental equipment and customer service throughout the Permian Basin. With yards in Artesia and Monahans, Texas, you can count on KCLT to work 24/7, 7 days a week. Their professional mechanics are always out in the field and are Dort certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are ready and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on site or in our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts, 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all in one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Bob Reed Pest Control is committed to providing the most modern pest management solutions for homes and businesses. Bob Reed can handle every aspect of pest control, from general insects to trees, shrubs, yard treatment, and commercial weed control. And they're the only Centricon termite colony elimination system authorized operator in Southeast New Mexico. No job is too big or too small. Bob Reed Pest Control, Southeast New Mexico's pest management professionals. Find them online at bobreedpestcontrol.com or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
We're averaging 44 points a game. We're giving up 21 a game. Mayfield's averaging 23 points a game, and they give up 41 points a game. So just to tell the two teams, Mayfield, no doubt about it, they're down. We were talking about their numbers, right? They've got about 30 to 35 players, and that's not their traveling squad. That's what they have. And the Bulldogs are close to 100. So you see a program that in the 70s and the 80s was a powerhouse in the state of New Mexico. You mentioned even nationally ranked at one time. And they've struggled the last few years. Bradley is trying to rebuild that program, but 2-7 on the year. They're a decent football team. If the Bulldogs aren't ready to play tonight, then it's going to be, I'm not going to say they're going to beat us. It'll be a lot closer. But I think if the Bulldogs come out ready to play tonight and execute the way they can, it should be a Bulldog win tonight.
Kind of had obviously we're not coaches for the Bulldogs, but just as a fan watching last week, it was a tight game with Goddard. I think we kind of had what some people would say a hangover from that big win against Roswell in Roswell. Had been a while since we had defeated Roswell there at the Wool Bowl, and so maybe a little bit of a hangover, or just who knows? They're just high school kids. Still got the win. Didn't play exceptionally well on offense, and really their special teams were not. They were kind of 50-50 compared to where they're normally at. Our defense, on the other hand, played pretty much lights out. The 2 touchdowns that Goddard got were both, one was after that fumble, and they got it down to the 3-yard line, so a really short field. And the other one was a real short field, too, because it was a kickoff return that they got close, I think, inside the red zone. So defense really played lights out last week. They play like that the rest of the season. I don't know that the Bulldogs could lose.
Yeah, and, a lot of talk around town about last week's game and visiting and what happened and why, and I just think, I don't care if you're junior high, high school, college, or pro. It's hard to come out week in and week out and play at the very highest level that you've ever played at. The goal is to get better every game, and that's a great goal, and that's what it should be. But it's very difficult to do. And so you come out and have a great game against Roswell, and then you come out and have not so great a game against Goddard, and but what's wrong? Well, it's hard to come out and play with that same intensity, especially going in with the mentality that Goddard's not as good as Roswell, so we don't have to play as hard. You can tell them they need to play as hard. It's just, I don't care what level it is. We see it in college all the time, right? Ranked teams getting beat by unranked teams. Why? It was hard for them to maintain that intensity and focus on the mentality that they need. And so I don't care what level you're at, it's hard to do.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, and I think that's what happened to the Bulldogs last week. Now, talking to Coach Maupin and a couple other coaches this week, and like you, we're both approached everywhere we go. Want to talk Bulldog football, and so got to talk to a lot of people this week, including some coaches, and that's kind of what they said. Our coaches said, and Coach Maupin clearly, he stated it was on me. I think he was quoted in the newspaper here. He felt like he just didn't have the team prepared, and that's what coaches will do, even if it really isn't. But Coach Maupin is humble, and he took the blame. He said, and here's the other thing, Robbie, and I think I've said this before. We're pretty spoiled in Artesia, number one, with our team. Because if you just look at an average, we win about every other year the state title. And a lot of teams would like to just get to a state title game. Even in New Mexico, where we're a smaller population base, there's a lot of teams that have never even been in one, much less won every other year since 1957 kind of a thing. And so I think because of that, and I'll speak to myself, I'll say this about me, I'll get mad if we only win by 14 points, which is kind of dumb. I think about it and I go, what am I saying? We won.
We didn't play that well. We turned the ball over 4 times, and we won the game.
I know.
Right, which is usually not the case. I tell people all the time, when I was in Dallas for 3 years, I told them if we did not win a state championship, it was almost a fail of a season.
Right. That's how it almost feels to a lot of Artesians.
Yes. And even as a player, you grow up in this and you think, oh gosh, we got beat in the semifinals, or we lost the state championship game. We didn't. It was we failed that season.
We failed. Yeah.
But
I agree.
Not that anybody's saying that. You just feel it.
Well, I think that you're right. I think players, we might say it. Now, I'll just say this for everybody out there watching and listening worldwide. Robbie never lost, so he didn't have to say that. He was a player in 3 straight years, and he was on 3 straight state championship teams. And so there's been others that can say that along with you, no doubt about it, because we've had several three-peats. The only thing I don't remember if we had was a 4-peat. Did we have a 4-peat in the 70s? I'd have to go back and look. I'm not sure that we did.
I can't see the outside of the press box.
Yeah, that's where I need to look at it. All right, so the Bulldogs, I'll say it the other way. The Trojans won the toss, and they elected to receive, which is, for us watching the last few years, is unusual. So the Bulldogs are on to kick. The Bulldogs chose to defend the north end, and here comes Corbin. He's going to kick it right down to the left side. It's going to bounce one at the 5 and go into the end zone.
So a heavy run team, if you missed the preview or the pregame show, heavy run team, but it was interesting. They came out against Roswell with a heavy statistically run, percentage and run, and they threw the ball the first quarter and a half, and Roswell really wasn't ready for it, and they prepared so much for the run game. So we'll see what they come out with tonight.
Yeah, Coach Jaramillo was the scout team coach this week, and as he and I discussed the game both on camera, which was on the pregame show, if you want to go back and watch it if you missed it, and off camera, he told me, really, they could come out, and that's kind of what he referred to. They're pretty heavy run. They rely a lot on number 10, their quarterback, to do most of the heavy lifting, both running and passing, obviously. That's Xavier Ochoa. He said, but, they may come out and throw the ball. He said they will try to spread us out, and so they start the game with a slot and a wideout.
Number 2's back there, quarterback.
Oh, and we got a different quarterback, so they're going to run a
probably Wildcat
formula here, and he's going to bring in man in motion, which is the quarterback, and there's going to be a false start or delay a game to start the game. So that'll back him up 5.
That's number 2 back there, Marcos Castillo. Interesting, as they brought Ochoa, the quarterback, in motion, right? So we'll see.
I was looking down at my lineup, and you said that. I was like, oh, I didn't even notice.
That's why I wanted to let you know, yeah.
Thank you. All right, so it is number 2, Marcus Castillo brings man in motion, and there's he's going to keep the ball, and he runs into a wall of Bulldog defenders on the right side. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but he might not have. I think he lost a yard.
Corbin Dominguez and Soto, first one's in there, but there's about 5 other Bulldogs, along with number 99, Chris that helped held him to a loss, 1-yard loss.
So it'll be second down and 16, 11:34 and counting on the game clock, 23 on the play clock. As they have a double tight and the next back over there in a turn, handed off to number 23, and he has nowhere to go, Robbie. He's tackled in the backfield.
So just a run to the right, kind of a zone, but trying to get outside. Nathaniel Benavidez, number 23. And boy, the line on that side got pushed in the backfield, so he tried to go back the other side, and Pacheco was there. Pacheco was there for the Bulldogs, and another loss.
So it's going to be third down and 20 from the 10. They got a slot and a wide out to the far side, running back to the right of the quarterback. Snap is back. He's going to turn, fake the handoff, roll out. He's got some room to run here, and he's got some speed, but he's going to be chased down and then breaks that first tackle, and he's going to get about 8 yards on the carry, which will bring up fourth down.
We got around that corner, and Marco Soto took off, and I didn't know if he had a good enough angle, and he did, but he wrapped him up from behind, but he ran right through that arm tackle. Number 55, Ontiveros, made the tackle for the Bulldogs, but good hustle by Soto.
He did pick up about 8 yards. It'll be 4th and 12 as the Bulldogs punt return team comes on. I think the quarterback, Ochoa, is their punter as well. We'll see if that's right. And he's going to step up like he's going to... yeah, he's hurting. Something's going on with him. He's in a regular offensive set here, but he may quick kick it right there. Trying to draw us off sides. Now he backs up. Plenty of time on the play clock, down to 9. Snap is back, a little low. He catches it off the bounce, kicks it over to the right side, and that's going to get out of bounds. Not the best kick, so it's going to give the Bulldogs great field position.
Yeah, he's holding his left shoulder after that tackle by Ontiveros, so we'll watch him. It's funny to me, Joby, I watched that on film, right? He stands up there in his quarterback position, tries to draw you off sides, and he backs up. And I'm going, we watched that on film. If you didn't do that every time and you came up and did it, you might draw somebody off sides. But when you go, okay, guys, he does this, it's interesting, right?
Yep. Trips to the right side, which is the wide side for the Bulldogs. Fantastic field positioning starting at the Mayfield 32-yard line. Warren takes a look over the defense. They got a man-free look, it looks like to me. He's going to look to that right side. Going to throw it to the middle of the field. Nice movement there. And he's going to still on his feet. He's to the 15, to the 5. Finally tackled. That's Sawyer Whitehead.
I just ran that little in route about 10 yards deep, threw it to him, and then he cut back to the right. And his speed kept outrunning the Trojans before Ryan Chavez made the tackle.
All right, right back on the field, right back on it. Trojans getting over to cover up our trips on the left side a little bit late. Going to turn, hand it off. Parra is going to go in for the touch. Well, yeah, they're going to say he got in. He stretched the ball out. Touchdown Artesia with 9:24 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he got hit about the 3-yard line, went kind of through that, but he held onto his legs, so he just stretched that ball out there to break the plane. Good heads-up play by the senior running back, Parra.
So the Bulldogs will huddle up here and see what they do. Dominguez is in there. They're going to, we're going to go a heavy. We're going to go the Rhino package here.
25.
That's Charlie Campbell playing quarterback. He's going to turn, hand it off, and whoever that is going, is that Villa?
Yeah, it is Villa.
Because he is so fast. All defensive players. The whole offense, the whole defense was on.
Oh, nice.
So, so with 9:24 to go, we'll talk about that when we come back. 8-0 Bulldogs. We'll take a break.
Hey y'all, it's Holly with Nels Floral. We would like to share a big thank you to all of Artesia for all your support and tell all the Bulldog athletes we're so proud of your accomplishments. Keep on being exceptional. Remember, Nels Floral is the place to go this fall for all of your Bulldog collection gifts and fall flowers. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 at 712 West Dallas Avenue, online at nelsfloral.com or call 575-746-3775. At Nels Floral, it's great to be a Bulldog.
This touchdown summary presented to you by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry tomorrow. Be sure and ask about Artesia Ford's mobile service. Good to have Josh Howard back with us tonight on the stats. He was refereeing last Friday night. 2 plays, 32 yards, 4-yard touchdown run by Parra. 2 points was good by Villa. Bulldogs 8, and the Trojans 0.
That's about as good as a kick you could do, and I think that they got it, but man, that was a good little pooch kick. It just took such a high bounce. We had guys right there, Robbie, but they all couldn't get to it, and they all jumped a little too early. So it will be Mayfield football.
Yeah, number 38 was right in the middle of about 4 Bulldogs, and you thought, boy, one of those has got to be able to get that ball as they hit the turf and bounce up in the air. But I think it went out of bounds because he didn't get up with the ball, but it went out of bounds. We don't have his name on the roster. I'd give it to you.
All right, we'll talk about that PAT or extra point conversion and 2-point conversion here in just a minute after this play. Mayfield will have a slot and a wide out to the wide side. The ball is on the left side for them as the quarterback will take the snap, hand it off, and a little surge. You're going to get a couple of yards out of that one. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Mayfield's got some good size on that offensive line, and watching them that time, they stood our defensive line up, got a little push on them. Pacheco and the linebackers came up field and made the tackle. We got a great district matchup going tonight. We're all watching, and that's Roswell Goddard in Roswell tonight. So we'll be updating you as the night goes on.
That too on KSVPTV.com. So if you are watching somewhere, get you another screen out and you can watch that game at the same time. Ochoa waiting for the snap. Snap is back. He's going to turn. Hand it off again. This time he's met right there by the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, just sticking with that running game, but the defensive line that time got off their blocks. And Sergio Robles Jr. and Chris Aguilar, both Bulldogs in on that tackle.
All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 7. I was trying to see what number. Anyway, they're going to break the huddle. We still haven't talked about it. I need to get it in after this play. Maybe we can talk about that team that was out there for the 2-point conversion. Bulldogs showing a little bit of a blitz up the middle. They do bring a linebacker. Going to be a throw, back shoulder throw. That's caught, and that'll be a 1st down pickup. Pickup of about 10, 12 yards.
Great throw by Ochoa. We had number 4, Israel Cabanos, running down that right sideline on a go route. Villa, had a cushion on him, and then it was underthrown, so he stopped, came back and got it for the 1st down.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 48 of the Bulldogs as they break the midfield mark, do the Trojans offense. They're going to go that slot and wide out to the short side of the field. So the same setup. They got an X-back on the left side with a tackle over or a tight end. Looks like a tight end. Snap is back. Going to turn. Hand it off. He's going to bounce it outside. That's number 2, Castillo, and he'll pick up maybe 2 yards, maybe 3.
So that extra point for the Bulldogs, senior Chris Saxon, Coach Saxon, retired coach, came down and told us that Coach Boppin made a deal with the whole defense. If they scored on defense again, he'd let them run an extra point, the entire defense. So that was the entire defense on that extra point.
Yeah, the starting defense. And I'll tell you, Villa could be our running back. The kid's really fast. Anyway, he was the one that took the handoff, and it was Charlie Campbell, who probably could be our quarterback. I mean, just a lot of talent on that defense. All right, they're going to take their doubles over to the left side, which is the wide side of the field, turn and hand it off on the right side, and again, to get a little bit of room. This time, I think it was number 23, Benavidez.
Yeah, moved those 2 slot backs over to the left and then ran to the right, kind of threw everybody off and got a good seal over there. So picked up some good yards on that play.
3rd and 3 for the Trojans at the Bulldog 41-yard line. Ball on the right hash as they're going from the south to the north. 8-0 if you're just now joining us here at Bulldog Bowl on KSVP Radio and KSVP TV. Both are going to shift again. Snap is back. Ochoa turns, hands it off. Number 23 is going to bust into the line. He's not going to get it. Going to be about 2 yards short after a 1-yard pickup. And this is an area where Coach Jaramillo told me they've quick kicked a lot between the 40s.
They have, and I know he stays up there quarterback and he'll quick kick from it, but boy, Dominguez did a good job that time. Same play that they just ran before, but we kept the outside contained. He had to go up the middle, and Dominguez, the linebacker, stepped up and met him and tackled him. Good tackle by him because he didn't gain anything after the tackle.
All right, so 4th and 2 at the Bulldog 40-yard line. And we'll see if they do the quick kick out of the shotgun or if they go ahead and try to get the 1st down. They're going to go tight. Right, going to turn. They are going to run a play, and he is not going to get it. Bulldogs stuffing for a probably a 2-yard loss. So it'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
So there's so many Bulldogs on the tackle, I went and counted the ones that weren't. So there were 4 guys that were not in on that tackle, which means 7 Bulldogs were back in the backfield driving him backwards.
And that's one thing that they still talk about, and they definitely did when we played. You want to get 7 to 9 hats to the ball. And what a great job by the Bulldog defense. All right, so we're back on offense. It's 1st and 10 at our own 42-yard line. And looks like do we have our defense out there again? Campbell looks like he's the quarterback. He's going to run no, that was our normal offense. All right, so running down the field, running through people is going to be number 11, I think, which is Parra, for a big pickup all the way to the 35 of Mayfield.
Boy, just, ran the speed option, pitched it to him. He got around the quarter and headed up the field, and he was getting block after block. The wide receiver, the slot got a block. There was people already down there getting blocks before number 1, Thompson, made the tackle on him. But great job blocking downfield for Parra.
Actually got to the 37. Yeah, it just kind of threw me having the defense out there. I thought it was our defense again, but that was Warren and Parra.
Yes, Byers to his right.
Okay. Snap back and turn, hand it off to Byers. He's looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw it back to Muddy. Went down to his knee to Warren. So that was probably by design, but Mayfield kind of got in there on it.
Same formation, backs on his right and left. Give it to Byers this time to go to the left. Looked like he was going to try to throw it, but Mayfield did a good job of getting some penetration. Byers couldn't do it, so he tried to throw backside, or did, to Parra. So the good defensive play blew up that play.
So it's loss of 6 on the throwback, and so it'll be 2nd down and 16 at the 43-yard line of the Trojans. Trips to the left. They're in a man coverage over there.
Yeah.
Man free. They got a safety back. Warren's going to step into one. It goes through the hands. The intended receiver was hodling, so incomplete.
Good protection. He made his first read, second read, came to hodling in the middle of the field, threw a rope out there, and he reached up and just kind of went through his hands.
Just like this. That'll bring up 3rd down and 16 for the Bulldogs. Going to go trips left again. Ball on the right hash as they're going from the north to the south. This is the flag just standing completely still out there. I think we're in the 60s probably, and they're going to shift back over to the A formation. Are the Bulldogs slotting wide out either side. Warren looks over the defense. Looks like they might bring a corner. They decide not to. They do bring a backer. Warren's looking down the field for a long time, and he's going to hit
your name, your last name.
No, that wasn't hodling, was it? That was. Oh, it was Kale. I thought it was Whitehead, but I couldn't get Whitehead come out of my brain.
Now, Kale ran down the field about 15 yards. It wasn't a post route, but then cut across the middle, wide open, outran the defender. Good throw, good catch.
Okay, again, A formation. Parra turn, takes the handoff. He's going to bust through tackles, and I think he got in. Nope, they're going to mark him down right short of the goal line.
Boy, linebacker came up there and hit him low, and he just ran right through that attempted tackle. Didn't even slow him down. Number 21, Zuniga, made the tackle.
All right, so right on the goal line, A formation look again. Warren takes a snap, turns and hands it off, and Parr's going to go in this time as he runs over a linebacker. So touchdown Bulldogs, 14-0, 4:21 to go here in the first quarter, as Mayfield was able to run some clock on that last drive. They got into Bulldog territory before turning it over on downs. And we've got our unique swinging gate going right now.
We need to come up with a name for this. We need to ask them what they call it. They have a call.
I'm sure they do. What was it? Double gate?
Yeah.
Water gate. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and man, he can kick well. Kick is good. 15-0, 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back. Bulldogs with the lead.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the number one selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, get select L2502 series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Bulldog touchdown summary presented by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score winning deal always when you go down and visit with Robbie. Be sure and ask about the Artesia Ford's mobile service. Artesia Bulldogs with 6 plays, covered 58 yards, 1-yard touchdown run by Parra. Kick was good by Dominguez. Bulldogs 15, Trojans 0.
All right.
4:21 left in the first quarter.
Dominguez on for the kick. He's going to kick this one high and a little bit shallower than normal. They're going to field it at about the 7. So here come the kickoff team, and he kind of body slammed at about the 22-yard line.
Number 1 on the catch there, and that's Keon Thompson. And the first Bulldog in there was Diego Morales on the tackle. A couple others came in to help with that. But good coverage by the kickoff team. Special Forces.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line for the Mayfield Trojans. Going to line it up on their right hash. So they're huddling up right over beside the ball. And now they break their huddle. They're going to go quads to the left side, which is the wide side of the field. Bulldogs put one man out there to cover them all.
He's good. Dude, he's good.
I don't know if he's that good. And then they come in with another guy off the sideline. They're going to have the 5 over there now. Empty backfield, 5. Bulldogs bring a heavy blitz, and Ochoa's going to throw it out here. It's going to be picked off. Oh, it just fell short. I really thought we were going to get it, but the ball was so short he couldn't get there.
Yeah, Bulldogs had 3 out here on those 5, and the reason was they were coming hard. Empty backfield. Number 23 for the Bulldogs, Miguel Soto, sprinted back there, and Ochoa did a good job of sidestepping him and then rolling to his left. So Ochoa's got to go with that outside shoulder. Soto.
All right, so 2nd down and 10 as they huddle up. The Trojans, Bulldog defense ready to go. And they're going to go back to one of their more normal-looking sets here. They got a pair of X-backs. That's what I call them. They got a tight end there, too. Let's kind of tackle over, I think, to the left side, which is the wide side. Bulldogs bringing the heat again. And he is going to slip through and pick up a couple of yards. Good job there by the offense.
I tell you, part of just watching the offense right now, the line got a decent push, or they kind of opened it up, but the backfield action takes so long. Yeah. He takes a snap, he holds it out there, the running back takes his counter step, and it looks really slow, which gives the defense time to react.
All right, so it'll be 3rd and 8. I agree. It does look slow, and they have that tackle over again. Big 67 on the tight end spot. Bulldogs again showing a corner blitz. They're going to bring him off the corner, and that's who hit him, the corner. And he came with a ton of bricks.
Well, we just said it. It takes so long in the backfield. Julian Beza came flying off that left corner, and he handed it to the running back, and he hit him as soon as he took a step. Hard.
It's almost like he would have took that handoff. One more step, he could have went the other way with it. But, yeah, I said we're going to have a corner blitz, and all of a sudden he was hitting him in the mouth in the backfield. So a loss of 4. It'll be 4th down and 12. Back to receive is Campbell and Villa. Quarterback will drop back into a more normal-looking punt formation, back about 13 yards. Snap is back. Great snap. Bulldogs bring some heat. He gets the kick away. Real good kick, and it will go out of bounds. So a good kick there by Ochoa.
Yeah, much better. Villa and Campbell are back there just saying, please kick it to me. And he kicked it out of bounds, which is on purpose, I think. They told him kick it out of bounds.
Yep. That'd be my guess also. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 45-yard line after a good kick there by Ochoa. 2:49 to go here in the first quarter.
0-0. Roswell Goddard with 6 minutes left in the first period, I think, because Josh covered it up on me. No, I'm just kidding. 5:25 left in the first quarter.
All right, so the Bulldogs will take over on their left hash. They're going to have trips to the wide side, which is the side near us here in the booth. Warren takes a look over the defense. He's got Parra stacked behind him in the pistol formation. Snap is back. Fake the handoff. Pumps it. He's going to have a man going deep. Boy, that's a good throw if he can get there, and he does. And that's going to be a touchdown, Artesia.
That's Jack Byers. And I tell you what, I didn't know, and you said it as you called it. It's a great call by you. I didn't know if he was going to get there. And Jack just reached out with his fingertips, and then it almost lost his balance because he reached out so far. But he regained his balance and went into the end zone. So great fake, and then a great route down, great throw.
Yeah, a little stop and go,
yeah.
Maybe even an out and up. But Jack, tremendous athlete. He's got those long arms. We call him Long Arm Jack, I guess, because he got out and got that one. Man in motion. In the swinging gate. Now they'll swing out of it with the Bulldogs. 21-0, 2:41 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldog band playing the fight song. Waiting for the snap. It's back. Good hold. Kick is up, and the kick looked good. I better wait. So it wasn't good. That's why I better wait. It looked like it went right through to me, but hard to tell. All right, so 21-0, 2:41 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a break and be back.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
This touchdown summary brought to you by Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Justin tomorrow. Be sure and ask them about Artesia Ford's mobile service. That drive took one play, 55-yard touchdown pass from Warren to Byers. Kick was no good. Bulldogs 21, Trojans 0, 2:41 left in the first quarter.
All right, so Corbin will line it up on the X once again. We've seen kind of three different kicks from him. We'll see what he does with this one. He's going to kick it deep, and that's going to go into the end zone at about 5 yards deep. Great kick.
So what do the Trojans come in and think, okay, let's go out and let's play well. We're playing in Bulldog Bowl. We're traveling to Artesia. We got a good team. Let's go play well. And it's 21-0 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. What are you telling your team right now?
Well,
I'm doing to you what you do to me.
Well, because you was a head coach. I mean, I'm just a nobody. I would tell them we got a lot of game left. Let's buckle down. Just in the first quarter.
We jumped on Roswell 21-0. Then, stayed even about there.
Yeah. All right, bringing number one in motion. Going to turn and hand it off to him. Try to get around the corner. Bulldogs play it pretty well. I'm just going to run him out of bounds after a pickup of about one, maybe two.
Trying to get around Charlie Campbell out there is Thompson, and unable to do it. Charlie matches his speed out there on the corner and just flung him out of bounds. All right, Roswell High 7, Goddard 0, first quarter.
Second down and 8. The ball on the 22-yard line after that pickup of 2. 2:36 to go, and the ball somehow was sitting on the 13-yard line before anybody realized it.
So let me ask you this. Roswell Goddard playing tonight. Which one do you prefer to win?
Do I prefer?
Or
I don't know. I don't like Roswell, and I don't like Goddard. And when I say that, fans listening, it's just that rivalry. I don't dislike people. All right, so man in motion coming across to the left side of the offense. Turn, hand it off, and he's going to lose. He's going to lose what they got +1, so the loss of 3.
Hang on. All right, I'm going to do what Ontiveros did that time, right? The number 39 came over to the left, and then he's going back across formation, kicking out the lineman. He hit Ontiveros in the mouth, and Ontiveros took him and threw him to the side and made the tackle. And 39's a big boy.
He's a big kid.
Yeah.
Ontiveros has been in the weight room.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so third down and 11 for the Trojans. Bulldogs look like they're going to bring a blitz. Quarterback is going to step to throw it, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a sack.
First one there is number 56 for the Bulldogs, who messed it all up. That's Leo Garcia. He got back there, and Ochoa got out of his tackle, but then Villa finished him off from behind. What a great sack that was by the Bulldogs. When it's time for a new truck, don't get sacked. Get a great deal from Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. And be sure to ask about the Artesia Ford's mobile service.
Yeah, Villa showed that speed. He came off the corner over on the left side. And Bulldog, and I can't remember who you said had him in his grip, but when Ochoa was able to break away from him, Villa just closed. All right, Ochoa back in his own end zone. Bulldogs, I think, are just going to kind of hold here, and that's a kick over to the left side this time. He'll take one bounce and get out of bounds. I think it'll be marked inside the 45-yard line of the. Let's see if he walks forward. He's backing up. He's walking strangely. Wow. Wow, I guess he gave it where the ball hit on the sideline.
Derek Warren, the Artesia quarterback, comes in tonight, 135 completions on 221 attempts for 1,970 yards. And he has 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's over 2,000 yards now already in this game on the season.
Having a great year is Derek. All right, trips to the left, one man to the bottom. He's in man coverage over here. He's going to turn, hand it off to Parr on that left side. And he is through to the open field. He's going to get to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Parra. He did not get touched.
It's twofold. Great blocking as they opened up a lane for him, and then his speed. There was Trojans not blocked behind the linebackers, and they didn't take the right angle because he just blew right past them with his speed.
Yeah, he split the water there and was gone. So touchdown Bulldogs just under a minute to go. It's 27-0, 57 seconds. The Bulldogs line up go for 2 here. Are we back to the defense on the field?
We are.
So that'll be Campbell. Snap is back. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw it up over. Oh, just over the. Oh, almost caught it. And that was the defensive lineman back there, number 90.
Yeah, that was a great throw because some of the Trojans fell back into coverage, and Sergio Robles Jr., big number 90, defensive lineman, got behind them. Charlie threw it over them, and it hit him in the hands. He just couldn't bring it in. That was a great throw.
That's a good effort, but didn't happen. All right, we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Mac Energy Corporation is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advancements in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. Mac Energy strives to use these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy in the years to come. More importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us as we focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and community, visit us at mec.com.
And this touchdown summary presented by Raul Rodriguez at Artesia Ford Sales. Score, win, and deal. When you see Raul, ask about Artesia Ford's mobile service. One play, 49-yard touchdown run by Parra. 2-point was no good. 27-0, Bulldogs over the Trojans.
That's going to be a chance for the Bulldogs, and we're going to kick it out of bounds. No, we got it. You can't advance it, but we got the ball. We're right on their 25, 26-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
That's number 87, Tyler Eglin, younger brother to Trent, the senior receiver. And Tyler, as you said, it bounced up in front of him, and he kind of hit him in the hands, and it went down on the ground, then he kicked it.
Yeah.
And he's 1 yard off the sideline, and then he somehow got the ball again. That was a great job by Tyler.
Yeah, the kick took a fortuitous bounce. It bounced back up right to him, about 2 yards down the field, straight. I thought it was going out of bounds for sure.
Yeah.
All right, first down for the Bulldogs, A formation. They're in that man-free coverage once again, kind of 3-3 stack, and one safety back, going to turn, fake the handoff, going to throw over here to the right side, and that's caught and out of bounds for a good pickup by the Bulldogs.
Jet Fuentes, just that staple for the Bulldogs. Out route, good protection, good throw, good catch. So easy pickup for the Bulldogs.
So bring up second down and 3 at the 19-yard line. Ball on the near hash, which is the right hash for the Bulldogs. Warren takes a look over the defense. Parr behind him. Snap is back. He's going to fake the handoff. They bring a blitz. He's going to roll away from it. Throw it over the top, and that's, off the left hand as he kind of twisted to try to bring it in was Fuentes.
Yeah, Fuentes went down that right sideline. Warren rolled to his right. Saw him get behind number 33, Maldonado, and threw it, but it was kind of out of bounds. He kind of spin his body around and reach out, trying to stay inbounds and bring it in with that one hand, and couldn't do it. That would have been an awesome catch.
That would have been a really good catch. He catches that. That's a Sports Center highlight. Third down and 3. Bulldogs back with a kind of a heavy package look. Warren with the back on either side. Snap. He's going to pitch it, and cutting inside the guy was Parr, and that's just another Bulldog touchdown, as Jim Wilburn would say.
Speed option. I tell you what, Warren did a good job of holding on that to the last minute, drawing that defender to him, pitched it out there. Parr cuts down the field, and Joel Ochoa, number 53, lineman, is all the way down in the end zone blocking for him, along with Kel Hodling. They got the last 2 blocks, and for him to walk into the end zone. So good job by those young men.
Mayfield didn't have that played really bad. It's just the guy was out there. hard has made him miss.
Yeah,
He got the pitch.
Number 11, Anthony Aguirre, he just made him, you're right. He just gave him a juke move and he missed him.
Yeah. All right, on for the PAT are the Bulldogs. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 41 seconds to go in the first quarter, it is now 34-0. We'll be back.
Hocker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hocker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hocker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hockerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
And this, my friends, is just another touchdown summary presented by Perry Conn of Artesia Ford Sales. Go score, win, and deal when you visit with Perry. Be sure to ask about Artesia Ford's mobile service. Artesia Bulldogs took 4 plays to go 49 yards, 19-yard touchdown run by Parr. A kick was good. Bulldogs 34, Trojans 0, 41 seconds left in the first quarter. And we're almost to a running clock, Joby.
Yeah, we don't miss that PAT a minute ago that I thought looked good, but I was incorrect. It would be a running clock. All right, so once again, we'll see what Corbin Dominguez decides to do here. As he gets ready to kick, he's going to kick it a squibber. So he's practicing all his kicks. That's going to go by the backfield back there. They're still trying to pick it up back inside the 5-yard line. And number 1 will work his way back out and get close to the 20. Pretty good return after having to chase that ball down.
That's Mr. Do-It-All, Keon Thompson, number 1. I went flying by him on the squib. He chased it down to about the 5, like you said, and 2 Bulldogs were bearing down unblocked on him, and he just split them and went to the right. So it was a good job by him.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 18-yard line. And I find it interesting how they huddle up. They've done that every time. They huddle up right to the right of the ball. All right, so the ball on the right hash for the Trojans as they've got a slot and a wide out on the wide side. And what's that noise? Did you hear that?
I did.
All right, Ochoa in the shotgun, takes snap, going to turn, hand it off, looking for a way to go. Boy, he got hit, and then he bounced backwards. He's still going to take a loss, but who was in there on that first hit?
Sergio Robles Jr. He stayed low in the lineman's legs, really didn't have his head up, and he hit the running back in the legs, but he didn't wrap him up. I don't know that he knew it was the running back. He was just driving his man backwards.
And I thought we were still going to get him for a loss, but we did not. He got back to the line of scrimmage after taking that initial low blow. So that's going to end the first quarter. We'll go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout. Bulldogs 34, Trojan 0. We'll be back.
At First Church Artesia, we proclaim Christ as King over all. Located at 4th and Grand, we're a family exalting His reign in every corner of life, work, home, and community. Join us Sundays at 10:45 a.m. for reverent, family-integrated worship and Bible preaching that transforms. From Artesia streets to your soul, it's all of Christ for all of life. Visit artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook. First Church Artesia, His kingdom rules.
At Permian Construction, we're more than builders. We're your neighbors. Proudly serving communities across the Permian Basin, we specialize in commercial projects from $50,000 to $5 million, delivering quality, efficiency, and peace of mind. With our construction management at-risk approach, we handle every detail from design to completion, so you can count on results done right. Built on hometown pride and strong values, Permian Construction is committed to growing the places we all call home. Learn more at PermianConstruction.com, where Maggie the Bulldog says, which means, go Bulldogs.
Something about it online here.
Okay.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue. And he, just so that everybody knows, Robbie's got a little something about him because he said, feel my leg. I left off a lot.
You did. He said, it's hot up here, man. I had to stand up. The back of my legs are sweating in that chair. I said, feel him, Joby. And he goes, no.
I only feel one back of a leg, and that'd be my wife.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so the Trojans with the 2nd down and 10 as we swap ends. They're now going from the north to the south. And they're missing a player, so he'll hustle on here.
It's number 48, the quarterback.
So 48 in at quarterback.
We don't have it.
Don't have that number on our roster. He's going to turn and fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw it deep. We got him. Oh, and that's pass interference on the offense, but they're not going to call it. We would have had an interception. Robbie had the receiver, who is the quarterback, Ochoa, not grabbed him and pulled him down.
Yeah, Tootie had perfect coverage. He was getting ready to jump high and get that ball at his highest point. And Ochoa was behind him, and Ochoa just kind of grabbed him on the shoulders to keep him from jumping to get that. Which, I mean, credit to Ochoa. Right, kept it from it.
Kept it from an interception. All right, so 3rd down and 10 at their own 18-yard line. And I think Ochoa's back in at quarterback.
He is.
As they had a man come off the sideline late. So waiting on him. Plenty of time on the play clock, down to 14, 13, 12, 10, 10. Snap, turn, he's going to fake it, looking to throw it, going to try to throw it deep again. Again, we have it perfectly played, and if it hadn't been overthrown, it would have been a pick for Tootie McNeil, but overthrown.
Trying to get it to Israel Cabanas down that left side. This time Tootie was behind him before he got in front because he intercepted on the play before. He was behind him playing it as a receiver, and it was just too far. He jumped, but he couldn't get to it.
So that'll give us another opportunity on our punt return, as 2 dangerous returners back there in Villa and Campbell. And I think they've only got 10 guys on the field. Here he comes from the sideline, hustling out. So tied up in Roswell at the Wool Bowl, 7-7 in that crosstown rivalry, Goddard and Roswell. All right, so waiting on the snap is Ochoa. Snap is back. Bulldogs bring a little bit of heat. It's going to be Rato. He's going to call the fair catch. He dropped it. And you know what? I think they got it. We're going to wait as it unpiles, but it looked like they did, and they did. So a turnover on the punt return as the ball bounced out of the hands of Campbell.
Yeah, came and kind of went through his hands, hit him in the chest, went to the turf, went to his right, couldn't get it. Hunter Sanchez, great hustle for the Trojans, came down and got that ball before Charlie could fall on it. So Trojan ball.
11:45 to go here in the second quarter. And the turnover gives them great field position right at the 50-yard line. Ball on the left hash for the Trojans. And they're going to do that tackle over to the short side of the field. They may bring 39 and 42, I think it's 42, to the right, or 43. They were missing a player again, but he'll hustle out and get out there. So actually he's playing, that's a receiver that is eligible, playing tackle on the right side. Turn and hand it off, and boy, nowhere to go. He lost at least one.
And both Soto brothers and in there on the stop for the Bulldogs. You know, I'm thinking if he pulls that, we're kind of leaving that backside open right now. They haven't, he hasn't pulled the quarterback. Ochoa pulled it and come back out the other way. Be interesting to see if they notice that too and do it.
And then the other thing is the tackle on this side. The way they're doing that, he's actually eligible. And so that could be a pull out and throw to him if Bulldogs aren't watching out. Coach talked about that and said they're very aware of it and ready for it. But we'll just see if they try to run it. Looking over the Bulldog defense. Got those 2 on that left side again, short side of the field. Snap is back. Fakes a handoff, looking to throw it. Steps back, he's going to throw it, and it's going to be again overthrown. Good coverage, but too far out, so incomplete.
They came out throwing against Roswell, and the receivers were getting open against Roswell. Ochoa's got a good arm, and he threw some good passes, good completions, but boy, the receivers are not open tonight. Our secondary is right on them.
Which really, it's how they've been all year. We've got a really good defense, and the secondary plays tight coverage. And for the most part this year, we've seen a couple maybe guys get behind us, but for the most part, our secondary, pretty tight. All right, so they'll bring up 3rd down and 11 from the 49 on their side. Same setup. Snap is back. They're going to almost get to Ochoa, and he's going to get around the corner, and he'll be pushed out of bounds just shy of the 1st down.
Well, you can see his speed there. That time he was being chased by defensive lineman, and he ran away from him. And he kind of got that corner for safety, came over and made him go out of bounds. But, he's dangerous in open field.
All right, so 4th and 3. They went for it a while ago in this similar situation going the other direction. So we'll see if they do their quick kick or being down by 34, they just line up and go for it, which is what my guess would be.
I think so. I think it's either pass or Ochoa running around the side somewhere, not a run up the middle.
All right, so Ochoa with the running back to his left, slaps his hands, and there's going to be a false start on the Trojans.
Yeah, big number 39 at slot back. He just got a little anxious, just a little movement. They caught him.
So that'll block them up. They ended up only having, they were 3 yards short. I thought they got closer to the first down mark on that last one, but it'll bring up a 4th down and 8 now after the 5-yard mark off. So they'll line up in the same exact formation. They've got a tight end and the next back to the short side of the field, a slot and a wide out to the far side. Ochoa with the running back to his left, takes a snap, going to fake the handoff, going to roll out. It's going to be hard to get around there. Oh, and then a good catch by number 39. He kind of got lit up down there, but he's going to bounce right up. That's a first down pickup.
I like the play because he came across through all the mix. He was a slot back, right, and he came just a short drag route across there, kind of got lost a little bit. Beza was right on him, number 20, but a good throw by Ochoa, just threw it up high and he brought it in. So good play by the Trojans.
Might have been why he was a little jumpy on
it might have been right.
He knew it was going to him. Sometimes that happens. You get a little excited. All right, so good play for the Trojans. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 33-yard line. Again, the ball on the left hash. They got their slot and a wide out to this side, which is the wide side of the field. Castillo to the right of Ochoa in the backfield. They have that up back, kind of a sniffer back over on the left side. He's going to go in motion to the right side. Snap his back, turn, hand it off to Castillo. And he just didn't have anywhere to go, Robbie. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bulldog defense, we talked about it pre-game. They're not giving up many points this season. About 21 a game is what they're giving up, and that's playing some of the big boys in 6A. And so, boy, they're playing really good defense tonight.
Yeah, pretty much shut down defense. And, you know, even you look back last week against Goddard, they scored 14 points, but, boy, they were on really short fields. What just happened? I missed the call. Face mask. So face mask on the Bulldogs. We'll give them a 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 18-yard line. Thank you, Josh.
Face mask was the call against the Bulldogs.
So they're down inside the 20. Red zone territory here for the Trojans. 34-0 Bulldogs. They're going to go empty backfield, I think. They're trying to decide still. All right, so they got a man going in motion to the left side. Ochoa takes a snap, got a man coming at him in his face, but he rolls away from it, throws it back in the end zone, and that's going to be wide and incomplete.
Good coverage back there by Villa, but it's interesting what the defense is doing. Usually middle linebacker, or he is middle linebacker, Marco Soto, number 52. He's kind of spying the quarterback, Ochoa, because of the film watch and his tendency to run the ball. So we got the other two linebackers, Pacheco and Dominguez, playing linebacker, and he's lining up between them about 2 yards deeper and just spying Ochoa.
We just got another update. Roswell 14, Goddard 7 at the Bull Bowl. So to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the, and I'm getting a bunch of texts, for the Mayfield Trojans. They're going to go trips to the short side, one receiver to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Snap is back. Going to throw a little screen over there. Boy, that could have easily been intercepted. It was out in front, incomplete. So I'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, just set up that wide receiver screen on that left side. 3 receivers. Michael Dominguez, number 88, stepped backwards, but the throw was off. He couldn't even get to it. It was so far inside.
All right, so they'll line back up, a 3rd down and 10 at the 18-yard line. Slot and wide out to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Castillo to the right of Ochoa in the backfield. Sniffer back on that left side. Snap back, turn, keeps the ball, looking to throw it. We got him perfectly covered, and if it wasn't pass interference, I think we would have caught that to go the other way, but knock it down by the defense.
Again, trying to get it to number 4, Israel Cabanos over the middle, and Charlie Campbell stepped right in front of him and was waiting on it, and he came around from backside, knocked that ball down, so he became the defender.
I was watching Charlie just now, and he turned and looked at one of his players and said, he tackled me.
He did.
I mean, I don't know if that's what he said, but he put his hands up. I think he said, why didn't you catch it? And then he was like, well, he pass interfered me. but not called. It'll be 4th and 10 at the 18-yard line. Mayfield, of course, going to go for this, down 34-0. 9:25 to go here in the second quarter. See if the Bulldogs bring some heat. Man coverage for the Bulldogs. They are going to bring it, and they're going to push Ochoa out. He's going to throw it into the end zone. It's going to be a jump ball, and he did. He dropped it. It's either a fumble or incomplete. It's incomplete, so a turnover on downs. It'll be Bulldog first down at their own 18.
Beza, Dominguez, and Tootie McNeil were all three right there on the receiver. They went up, and the receiver, I don't know if it was number 1 or 4, but he kind of came down with it, and all three of them, I don't know which one, but they knocked it out. So good defense by them on the deepest drive Mayfield's had tonight.
I thought he was going to catch it. I really did.
Yeah.
Because he went up and got it at the high point, but as he came down, as you said, knocked out of there. 1st and 10 for the Bulldog offense at the 18 on their side of the field. Warren takes a look over the defense. Pair of slots, wideouts. Going to throw it over to the right side. That's caught. Boy, a lot of blockers out there, but a good job by the defense as they kind of come around the blockers on the left side, Robbie, and got him.
Yeah, and he's down right now. I think that's Eglin. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's Eglin down on the ground right now.
And he does not feel good. Hopefully he is okay, but you can tell he's hurting. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and take a break. No, you know what? We better keep it right here as we're right where we're supposed to be in the system here. But Eglin kind of kicking his legs around, so I think an upper body maybe injury, but hopefully he is okay.
Yeah, that wide receiver screen to him, right? 2 other receivers out there. Go get a block, throw it to him behind the block. But it was a good play, and I was trying to get the number, and then I saw him down, so I didn't get the number. But Trojans played that very well, able to get Eglin. One of them tackled him low. So I don't know. We'll see. Coach Caton's out there right now talking to him.
So let's talk a little bit about it while we got a minute. We've got some stuff coming up this week on KSVP. You've got tomorrow at 1:30 on the radio, Texas Tech at Kansas State. At 2 p.m., we've got on KSVP TV, New Mexico Military Institute Junior College Volleyball against New Mexico Junior College. And then at 3, KSVP TV, and this is the big one, Artesia High School Boys Soccer taking on Los Alamos, the 4 against the 5 seed. Then on Monday, we've got KSVP TV, Artesia High School Volleyball at Goddard. And at 5, that's at 6. And at 5 p.m., 92.9, Dallas Cowboys versus Arizona. And I'll get you the rest of the week as we're back to play here. Fixing to be, as Eglin's still working his way off the field, kind of holding his right arm up.
Yeah. Leighton Whitmire goes in at receiver to replace Eglin.
He is now off on the sideline, and not being attended to, so maybe just a stinger somewhere.
Yeah, Cody's right with him.
He is right there with him. I couldn't see him. Warren takes the snap, fake the handoff, looks to the right, now looks back to the left. Now looks like he's just gonna rub with it, and he kind of got hung up in one of his lineman's legs and a tackle there, bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, I didn't like what he saw down the field. Good coverage by the Trojans, good penetration, so he just decided to tuck it, and he had to kind of cut to his left, and he ran into Bradley Duncan, his own lineman, and Trojans able to make the tackle from there.
So 3rd down, and I said 10, but really we might have got a yard. So 3rd down and 9.5. Ball near the middle of the field, a slot and a wide out to either side. They look like they're going to try to bring some heat. Now they back out of it. Now they are going to bring it. Good pickup by the line. We got a man if he can get to it, and he's going to. That's caught to 50, 40, 30. Can he outrun the one guy? He does break that tackle. Touchdown, Artesia.
Jack Byers lined up inside that time at slot. Just went down the field, and I tell you what, it's a good throw by Warren because safety 29 was coming over, and he threw it quick enough between the guy that was on Jack and the safety coming over. He hit that empty space in there. Jack caught it, and boy, he just stiff-armed Derek Signs to go into the end zone. So
what else?
It's a great play.
Good play.
Yeah, athletic play by him, and good throw by Warren. Good job by the line. It's all the way around.
So do we have a penalty flag down? On the 30. Yeah, I couldn't find it. I was looking yellow, darn it. All right, so pink flag on the field, and it must be on the kick. Well, we'll see.
unsportsmanlike conduct against the Trojans.
So we're going to get that on. It was unsportsmanlike on the Trojans, so I guess we're going to take it on the kickoff. We might see a little bloop again and see if we can get the onside. And what do we call this? Watergate? Double gate? Split gate? Gate? Trick or treat? So it's October 31st. Trick or treat! That's what we're going to call it. I don't know what we're going to call it. We need to ask a coach.
I was letting you just go.
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah,
we're going to poll the press box in a minute and see what we're going to come up with a name for it.
Yeah, Coach Saxon might know, actually.
I like Scott's.
What did Scott say?
I don't remember.
Oh. See, it's the I don't remember. What do you do? I don't know. What do you do? I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I go this way, you go that way, and split the difference. Looks like we're going to stay in it for a second, and then we'll swing out of it. Snap back, hold good. Kick is up, and the kick was good. So with 8:09 to go, 41-0, Artesia. Let's go ahead and take a break here. So we'll be back in 1 minute.
Jennifer here at Trustmark Roofing and Windows. And did you know that we get a bunch of service calls per year from people who didn't even hire us? That means they originally hired someone else to replace their roof, windows, or gutters. Then later, when a problem popped up, they tried to call their contractor back to help, only to find out that the contractor has ceased to exist. They're gone, done, out of state, out of business. At Trustmark Roofing and Windows, we have serviced southeastern New Mexico for 20 years. As a second-generation contractor, we have serviced our area through many major hail and windstorms. We have customers who are the kids of customers that we've serviced many years ago. We will be here when you need us, period. For roofing, gutters, or windows, visit trustmarkroofing.org or call Trustmark Roofing and Windows 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
So Artesia Touchdown Summary brought to you again by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You always score a winning deal when you go visit with Robbie. Be sure and ask about the Artesia Ford's mobile service. Bulldogs took 3 plays to go 82 yards, 81-yard touchdown pass from Warren to Byers. Kick was good. Bulldogs 41, Trojans 0, 8:09 left in the second quarter, and we do have a running clock.
All right, we're kicking off from their 45. We're going to kick it about, maybe we get it.
Maybe
we get it. Oh, did it make it?
I don't know.
It was close to a PAT from the 45, which was a 55-yard effort. Just short. It'll be Mayfield football at their own 20. So I guess when that clock starts rolling at 8:09, it won't stop unless there's a timeout or a change of possession. As we're up 41-0 here with 8:09 to go in the first half. Maybe I can give a couple more things. So on Tuesday night, KSVP radio, at 5 p.m., we've got Texas Tech's men's basketball versus Lindenwood. And I'm going to just stop there again because Mayfield did their huddle on the sideline. And I don't know what you call this formation, but it is a different one. So they've got, they got a line back there. 4 running backs and a quarterback. Then they're going to break out of that. Go heavy to the left side. Quarterback's just going to try to keep it and go, but he has nowhere to go. And the Bulldog come up gimpy there, and that's not good. When I see a starting play, and he's hurting real bad too, one of our defenders, and I can't tell who it is.
Looks like Beza, number 20. Yeah, just snap it to Ochoa, trying to go up the middle. Dominguez fills the gap, waits on him, wraps him up, drives him backwards. Good play by him, but I think it's his ankle, as he's on the ground.
Looks like it's a hurting for whatever it is. Let's go ahead and take another quick timeout here, and we'll be back right after this.
Hire
Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some amazing Tuesday deals for you. If you're grabbing a quick bite for yourself, you gotta try our country fried steak meal. This includes our delicious home-style country fried steak patty served with mashed potatoes and white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just for $4.99. Looking to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal. This includes 8 pieces of all dark meat chicken, large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast, no matter how remote the site. When every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
All right, welcome back here after the timeout, injury timeout. It was Baeza. He has walked off under his own power, but maybe he tweaked that ankle again, as you said, Robbie. All right, so 2nd down and 8 for the Mayfield Trojans. As Ochoa waiting on the snap, he'll take it, fakes the handoff, going to run it end around. Bulldogs play it about as good as you can play it, and that's a big loss.
Well, they didn't fool Alejandro Ontiveros, right? He stayed home, which you're taught to do. Looked like the play was going away from him, so he squatted to make sure, and they did the reverse, and he ran right at him. He wrapped him up and drove him backwards. Great tackle, great discipline by Ontiveros.
And I'll say this too, as a former guy like him, he's a 3 technique, a 5 technique. He's a big kid, and he just made a fantastic open field tackle on a much smaller and probably much quicker wide receiver type. Just took him to the ground. Great job, open field tackle. For a loss, it's 3rd down and 13 for the Trojans. Down to 6:26 and counting here. And they're going to take a timeout, so we will as well. Artesia with the lead with 6:25 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs 41, Mayfield 0. We'll be back.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit artesiamuseum.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
But we can't get 9, Josh. All right, we're back here. As we were talking about, we're 9 away from 50. It's 41-0. As Mayfield still on the sideline, have their whole team huddled up with them. And they'll break the huddle. Offense will head back out after taking that timeout. Coming up at the half, we're going to have the Artesia Pride of the Pecos Valley Marching Band as well as the Tate Branch Fan of the Week. So make sure you stay right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Ochoa takes a look over the Bulldog defense. Looking for the snap, claps his hand, and we're off sides. It'll be 3rd down and about 8 now as they'll march off 5 yards.
Got Brandon Beza down there, nose tackle. Gave him the hard count, and he jumped off sides. I want to say number 27, Jared Flores, came in for Julian Beza as he came out with that ankle injury.
So Flores back there at safety where Beza's been playing, of course. All right, so 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans, 5:52 and counting. Snap is back, turn, fake the handoff, looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw it out. It's going to be intercepted and running it back. Turning inside, he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Artesia.
Number 48, Dominguez, linebacker, dropped back into coverage, fell right into the lane. Ball went right to him as they got a Trojan down, but then he had a convoy, which you're taught, right? Any interception, the whole defense is to get out in front of him and start blocking, and they did that. And the Trojan got him around the ankles, and he dove into the end zone. Great play by Dominguez. And that interception was huge for the Bulldogs, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. And be sure and ask about Artesia Ford's mobile service. I always love the Go Bulldogs in the middle of the ad.
It's good stuff. All right, so we do have a man down. Hopefully he is okay. Let's go ahead and take a break again right here as the Bulldogs lead 47-0. We'll be back.
Hey Artesia, gear up in style at Bulldog Outfitters, your one-stop shop for all things Bulldogs. Under new ownership, Bulldog Outfitters has got you covered. Show your Artesia pride with gear that stands out, from t-shirts to hats and everything in between. Our team can make your ideas come to life. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4:30 at 1409 West Main in Artesia. Custom orders? Call 575-736-4951. Bulldog Outfitters. Shop local, support local, and let's go Bulldogs.
All right, we're back after the injury timeout, and I think they got him up and off the field okay. Hopefully he is okay.
Yeah, his number, if Mayfield's parents to listen or whatever, number 23, Nathaniel Benavides, was the player, but he did leave on under his own power.
All right, so it'll be on for the PAT. The hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:40 to go in the first half, Artesia 48, the Trojans 0 will be back.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derrick Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Incredible.
Scoring summary brought to you by Artesia Ford Sales and Perry Connor. Go see Perry for a winning deal down at Artesia Ford, and be sure to ask about Artesia Ford's mobile service. 34-yard interception return by Dominguez. Kick was good also by Dominguez. Bulldogs 48, Trojan 0. 5:40 left in the first half.
All right, so Dominguez lines it up on the X. Here comes the kick. He's going to kick it deep, high and deep, and that's going to go over the heads of the up. Oh, and it's going to take a Bulldog bounce. They got to field it. It'll be number 1 as he tries to work his way around the left side. Good coverage as we're going to get him down about his own 11.
Let me see who made that tackle. That's number 26 for the Bulldogs, Ray Cano. Boy, he flew down the field, and Thompson tried to get outside, and Ray showed his speed as he just wrapped him up and took him to the ground.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans with 5:14 and counting as the clock is rolling here in the first half. 48-0 Bulldogs.
Well, I look down there, and you can't help but notice Clay Kincaid in the game, number 64 defensive end. He's 6'8".
Yeah, he's got a little bit of height. So we do have some subs in right here.
Yep.
They're going to run up in that double back on either side of the quarterback, and I think it's number 2 playing quarterback, Castillo. They're going to come out of that, shift, snap his back. He's just going to run. Boy, I watched the Bulldog. There was a pretty nice hole, Robbie, and I saw those 2 linebackers just go right like this and collapse on the running back.
Yeah, I read their keys, took them right to the hole, and they both fit in the hole too, and they both hit him at the same time.
Yeah, it looked like a V, it looked like a vector coming right at that running back. Yeah. He just ran into a 2 guys. They ended up giving him a yard forward momentum. 2nd down and 9. We're down to 4:13. Line up in that same formation.
What do you call it?
I don't know. It's the line back there. Center pointing at where somebody was. I think he was looking at the safety. Snap is back. Going to do the same thing. Run with it, number 2. And again, he's going to just kind of push through, but maybe got another couple of yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Number 36 in the corner right now, Javen Arredondo. Number 50 is on the line for the Bulldogs, Keegan Knox. And 56, he was already in there. That's Leo Garcia on the line.
So 3rd down and 6 after that pickup of 2. Actually got 3. So 3rd and 6, ball on their left hash. We're down to 3:21 and counting. Bless you, Mr. Howard. Got the double back on either side of the running back, who is actually playing quarterback. They've been coming out of that. They do it again. They're going to put all of them over on the right side. That's called a heavy package right. And it opened up for him for just a minute, and he's going to push forward, still pushing forward. So he's going to get the 1st down, Robbie. I don't know how. It's like the Bulldogs are trying to strip him.
It was Dominguez first one in there, and he grabbed onto the football The running back wouldn't let it go. And Castillo and Dominguez just kept trying to pull it out of there, so they kept kind of doing circles down the field, and other Bulldogs came in to help, but instead of making the tackle, he was trying to strip that ball.
So a pickup of 7 yards, 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Ball remains on that left hash, clock down to 2:32 now, counting. Staying that they're all going to come to the left side again, so they're really, really overloaded. He's going to come this way once again, run up in there to a scrum, and that's where they'll get him after a pickup of about 4 with forward momentum.
That's all they're doing, right? They got about 7 guys on the right side on the line, just off the line, and they're just running that way and telling them to pick a lane. Just a lot of bodies in there.
So 2nd down and 6 to go at their own 27-yard line. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Stay in that same formation. They got 2 on either side of number 2 in the backfield, so 5 across back there. And a big guy playing right up on the right side of the left of the right guard. Now they're going to go heavy to the right side. Again, number 2 busts up into the pile, and he'll roll forward for a pickup of about 3. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Pacheco comes flying off the edge that time from behind him, wraps him up. Other Bulldogs get in on that tackle, but I tell you what, he found something here because they're getting a push on every play. Coach Phipps, when we played for him, he said if we can get 4 yards every play, I mean, that's 4 yards, 4 yards, first down. 4 yards, 4 yards, first down. Old wishbone. So
hard to lose when you can score because you can do that every play.
That's what they're doing right here.
All right, so 3rd down, 3, just the wrong time of the game to do it, down by 48. Snap back, left side, and he will have the first down and more, and that's actually number 38 in there. I said it was number 2, but I think it's 38. Is that right?
It's 38. Well, he handed it off to him that time, right? Didn't he? Or did he just run?
I thought he just ran it, but he may have. I'm not sure.
Flag on the play.
On the Bulldogs, face mask. So that's a 5-yarder. They'll add that to the end of the play. Well, I'm incorrect. That's a personal foul. So it goes all the way down to the Bulldog 46-yard line, and that's funny. They had him on the 46, the 2 linesmen, and the guy walking it back put it on the 45, so they just stepped to the right. The other one to his left. All right, that same formation. Boy, they got a big man right in the middle. They're going to shift over to that left side, put about 8 guys over there, 38 with the ball. He's going to get to the corner and pick up about 5.
Number 38 on the carry.
So instead of trying to go up the middle, which is what they've been doing, he's hit off tackle now, about 3 yards outside the left tackle, which is we'll call outside, and he's finding the lane out there right now. Safety is coming up, but it's a little late. He's hitting him about 3 or 4 yards, so that's why they're picking up the yards.
All right, so once again, line up in that same formation with 10 seconds. This will be the last play barring a defensive penalty. They're going to come to the right side this time. Snap is back. He's looking, trying to pick a hole. He's going to get into a gap. He'll end up picking up about 3, and that will end the first half as the Artesia Bulldogs go in at the half, leading the Mayfield Trojans 48-0. Like I said, we're going to have the band. We're going to have the Tape Branch Fan of the Week, so stay right here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. On the radio, by the way, AM 990, FM 93.7. We're also on Facebook, which would be KSVP Radio on Facebook, and YouTube, KSVP TV on YouTube. We're going to start the Tape Branch Halftime Show. When we come back, we'll have the band live right here. Stay here.
Looking for the right ride at the right price? Come to Tate Branch Artesia and check out our used cars. We've got a huge selection of all makes, all models, and every color you can imagine. Priced right to fit your budget. Many vehicles have payments under $500 and come with a lifetime powertrain warranty for your peace of mind. Bad credit, upside down in your trade? No problem. We work with all credit and we'll fight to get you approved. Experience the Tate Branch difference today, where great cars, great prices, and great people come together. Stop by Tate Branch at 919 South 1st Street in Artesia or visit us online at tapebranchartesia.com.
All right, welcome back here to the Tape Branch Halftime Show. We're going to have the band just in a moment for you, but we'll keep it right here. I got an update from Robbie Ballou. I want to make sure everybody understands who told me. Robbie Ballou said it was 48-0 in Roswell, and I just looked at him and said, "What's the score?" I got him turned down too, so he can't even defend himself.
Doesn't even want me talking. I didn't hear the Roswell part. I just heard, what's the score?
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's 48-0, Joby.
Oh, he was talking about here.
What game are you calling?
Yeah, I know. I'm on the short side of the stick on everything.
No.
48-0 here at the Bulldog Bowl. In Roswell, 21-7. Roswell with the lead. And, of course, that's on KSVPTV.com.
30 seconds left in the first half. Did he catch that? The Goddard receiver just made a great catch in the end zone. Oh. Yeah.
So it was called back?
Well, I don't know.
Don't know yet. All right, so let me go ahead and give the rest of the KSVP. And you know what? I could probably give it all once again as the band is coming onto the field here. So tomorrow afternoon, 1:30 p.m., KSVP Radio, Texas Tech at Kansas State. 2 p.m., KSVP TV, New Mexico. You know what? I'm going to shut up and let it go to the band.
Under the direction of Mr. Eric Benton, Mrs. Olivia Benton, and Mr. Mark Siegel, with percussion assistance from Mr. Ethan Baughman, and color guard under the direction of Mrs. Kelsey Gerard. Tonight will be the final public showing of their first competitive show in 30 years. Across the Universe, featuring flute soloist Evelyn Yaloma Esparza. The Pride of Pecos Valley completes their successful competition season tomorrow at the Tournament of Bands in Las Cruces. These students earn high praise at the Green and Silver Classic in Portales, received sweepstakes awards at the District Marching Festival, and in their first ever showing at NMAA State Marching Competition, made a strong standing and took 8th place out of 14 competitive programs from across the state. Give them a round of applause for their competitive feats. Before they begin, the Pride of Pecos Valley would like to thank all of their families, fans, the Artesia Public School staff and administration, and all sponsors who help make their success possible. Embarking on a new path is never easy, and we are incredibly fortunate to have your support as we establish a new era of excellence and pride through music. From generous donations to simple words of encouragement, we could not ask for a better community to call our home. From the bottom of our proud musical orange hearts, we love you and appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you at our Christmas concert on December 9th and our additional concerts taking place next semester. Drum majors Gemma Molina and Alexandra Galvez Anabia. Is your band ready? Now, you may notice a few additional ghouls and goblins running onto the field this evening, but there's no need to fear. The junior high 8th grade band is here. Together, they'll be joining the high school for a spooky performance of Ghostbusters. The 8th grade band is under the direction of Mrs. Olivia Denton.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go to the Tape Branch halftime show and the Tape Branch Fan of the Week. Stay right here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Looking for the right ride at the right price? Come to Tate Branch Artesia and check out our used cars. We've got a huge selection of all makes, all models, and every color you can imagine. Priced right to fit your budget. Many vehicles have payments under $500 and come with a lifetime powertrain warranty for your peace of mind. Bad credit upside down in your trade? No problem. We work with all credit and we'll fight to get you approved. Experience the Tate Branch difference today, where great cars, great prices, and great people come together. Stop by Tate Branch at 919 South 1st Street in Artesia or visit us online at tatebranchartesia.com.
And welcome back to our Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment on this final regular season football game of the year. We're back here at Tate Branch, and we've got a great Fan of the Week for us. It's Mr. Dennis Garcia. Dennis, thanks for doing this.
I appreciate you inviting me. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's I've known Dennis, I think, as long as I've lived in Artesia.
Yep.
Knew Dennis when you were the softball coach for the Lady Bulldogs,
Yes.
and of course basketball. You're helping out with the basketball team over the years. Born and raised here in Artesia?
Yep, born and raised here in Artesia. Yes, my family roots go way back, but yes, born and raised here in Artesia.
Right, so you went to Artesia High School.
Yes.
And did you play basketball when you were in high school?
I did. I played football at the junior high level, and then when I got to high school, I just pretty much concentrated on basketball sophomore and junior year and senior year, yes.
Okay, and when you graduated, you went to college?
Went on to New Mexico State and decided to go ahead and major in education. I got my first love being able to work with students whenever I was a basketball player. Coach Wilburn used to have us work the summer camps and just working with the youth in town and bringing them in. I really enjoyed that, and so whenever I decided to go on to college, I wanted to pursue that. Worked for the Boys and Girls Club while I was there at New Mexico State as my work study opportunity, and then just evolved into just getting into education and coaching.
So you come back to Artesia and you went to work for the schools right away?
Yes, sir. Right away. My first principal was Mr. Spradling. He was a great man. Had some faith in me and hired me, and I was the 8th grade boys basketball coach. That's really what I really wanted to get into. And of course I did some track, and because Coach Henderson liked us to go ahead and be able to do multiple sports, which I really appreciated that because it made me a better coach too. But so yes, went straight in as a science teacher, and then eventually got into teaching PE also.
Teaching PE. Now you were a softball coach, you were a basketball coach under Bubba Jennings.
That's correct.
Were you here for the state championship years?
Oh yeah, yes I was. In 95 whenever we won it. We were actually playing in the state playoffs for softball, and so I wasn't able to make the game itself, but I had been on the staff, and that was the year that I went ahead and finished up my years of coaching softball, but also in 97 I was able to participate in that also. But
wow.
Yeah.
And then right now, let's see, you've been principal, assistant principal. What are you doing now?
So so I went into, of course, education as an educator, coaching, and then also administration. But I just retired it was 2 years ago. I decided to go ahead and retire. My son came to me and said, "Dad, I've got a bright idea. I'd like to open up a restaurant." And now we've got Schlotsky's down on Main Street that we just opened up, and so. Don't know anything about the restaurant business or anything else, but he's done a pretty good job. I just maintained the building itself.
Well, the sandwiches are pretty good.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
We enjoy eating there. So that's quite a difference, though, from educating kids or principal or coaching to running a restaurant.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Kind of exciting stuff.
It's been a journey. I think the entrepreneur side that my son has gotten from my grandfather, and he had a business here in Artesia off of 4th Street, and it pretty much tailored to the migrant workers here back in the 60s and 70s. Had a grocery store, and he had a laundromat here and tailored to them, and so I think that's kind of where he kind of picked that up and kind of just had us get involved in that too. And it's been good. It's been a good journey so far.
Now you have a family, and your kids went through the Artesia schools, and now you have grandkids in the schools, right?
I do, yes. So my wife, Debbie Garcia, she's a resident here from Artesia, born and raised here also, and she worked for the Yates family as a DECA student, and eventually, of course, once we went off to college, came back, and she worked for Yates and continued. And she just retired about 5 weeks ago from Penasco Valley Telephone, so we're both retired. And so, but we had 2 sons. My oldest, Devin Garcia, who's married to Kelly Garcia, and have a wonderful granddaughter, Chloe, who's a 6th grader in the school system here. And then my other son, Denzel Garcia, he's a barber here locally, and has blessed us with 2 granddaughters also, Daphne, who's 2, and Deslin, who's a 2nd grader, and his partner, Deja. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, this is the football fan of the week, but, you coached Landry Jones when he was a basketball player, but I'm sure you enjoyed watching him when he was a football player. Do you have any other, any memories of any really special football games that you've been able to attend over the years?
Oh, yeah, and what I really like about our district is that we share our athletes, and so I was able to see a lot of the football players that did have success through the course of the years, whether it be winning state championships, but we got to coach them coming over from football and sharing those athletes. But nothing in particular what I really appreciate about football is that, I would say 70% of the fans don't even have any children that are playing. And we've got such great support, and that's really what I appreciate. and it just transpires into all of the other sports that we have. And so I've really appreciated that over the years of my coaching career, to be able to experience that through the course of the year. Now, my boys did play. Devin played up until his freshman year. He had a stinger, found out he had spinal stenosis, so he wasn't able to play anymore. And Denzel played up until his junior year. He was a defensive back. And so they got to experience that also, and so we got to see it as my wife and I to experience that also.
Now, did you ever get the opportunity to coach a young Jeremy Maupin when he was coming through the schools?
No, Jeremy wasn't, I didn't have the opportunity to be able to coach him. I did get to work with him. He was over at the school at the time that I was at the junior high as an administrator, great teacher. Kids really gravitate to him really well, and he's doing an amazing job. So, but I hadn't been able to coach him, no sir.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it worked out pretty well. Well, for being our fan of the week, we've got a couple of gifts for you. We have a very special official Tate Branch Fan of the Week mug in the proper school color.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And in case you get tired of those Schlotsky sandwiches, we have a $50 gift card from the Adobe Rose.
Oh, nice. I'll use that this weekend. I'm sure my wife will and I.
There you go.
Thank you, Gene. I appreciate that.
No, thank you for doing that. Dennis Garcia, our Fan of the Week. And, of course, this is the last of the regular season, so the playoffs are coming up. And if you know somebody that should be a Fan of the Week, just get a hold of Perry here at Tate Branch and let them know. And who knows, they may be our Fan of the Week in an upcoming broadcast. Thanks for joining us. The second half is coming right up.
All right, so we're back here. They tried an onside kick, and we fielded it right at the 50, so it'll be Bulldog first down.
Had the hands team out there, which is all your receivers, running back, people with good hands. Could be a linebacker, if he's got good hands, but Jack Byers able to recover that for the Bulldogs. And we do have looks like the second team in there.
All right, so coming in at quarterback for the Bulldogs is Lucas Atkins, number 15. As he'll take a look, got trips to the right, one receiver to the left, going to turn, hand it off, and that may be JoJo Cano. He's going to bust through. Going to pick up about 6.
Now that's Tyler.
Oh.
That is actually Tyler Eglin, a running back.
Tyler Eglin on the carry.
He usually plays receiver, but he's doing running back right now.
All right, my mistake, and there's official timeout as we got a young man down for the Trojans. Great job by the band at halftime. They had a good show, and we were able to get that in and the Fan of the Week, so it worked out just right. 48-0 is our score. As Robbie said here to start the second half, we got a lot, if not all, of the second string offense in there. And we do have a young man down, so we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll come back right after this break.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, so number 29 was the injured player for Mayfield, Robbie, but he's back up and walking off under his own power. That's a good sign.
It is. We got Ray at running back now.
I said JoJo. I have no idea why. Ray Cano is at running back now. Atkins in front of him in the shotgun, so the pistol formation, a slot and a wide out either side. Snap is back, a little high. He's able to pull it down, does Atkins. Going to step into a throw. It looked like he got tipped at the line, so incomplete.
Really high. He kind of tipped it up in the air, tipped it to himself, so everything was off. Stepped up and tried to throw it. Number 21, Isaac Zuniga, got a hand on it. So able to knock that attempted pass down.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 here for the Bulldogs at the Mayfield 44-yard line. 10:51 and counting. Clock is running with a 35-point run.
It is
35-point lead.
Peralta at running back.
Peralta in at running back now. Take the snap. They're going to bring a blitz. He steps into the throw. Wide open out there. That's 1st down and more for the Bulldogs. And that'll get all the way down to the 25-yard line of the Trojans.
Destin Pacheco, number 81, just ran an out route, and he's wide open. Somebody forgot to cover him. Good throw by Atkins, good catch, and good pickup for first down. So, because they've been running that, they don't have the grades on. I'm sure he's a junior right in there. Atkins been running that their whole life.
It's going to be Christian Pondo back there in the backfield now for the Bulldogs. He's in the pistol behind Atkins as he takes a look over the defense with trips to the right, one receiver to the left, ball in the left hash, snap is back, then turn, hand it off. Pondo tries to make one man. He does make one man miss, then he's hit, and then he just kind of pulls forward, and he's going to get, well, they're going to mark him down with a loss. I thought he got back to the line of scrimmage, but not quite.
Number 13, Waller, got a hold of him. He couldn't get him on the ground as Pondo kept trying to, go forward, but he would not let go. So good job by Waller on defense.
And it looks like Tyler Eglund back in there in the running back spot. 2nd down and 11. Normal A-looking formation for the Bulldogs. Snap is back. Atkins drops to throw. Again, I'm not sure what happened. If it got tipped or just came out of his hand funny, but short, incomplete.
Yeah, he tapped himself on the chest like, my fault. So I didn't see it get tipped. I don't think you did either. We didn't see it. So something happened there.
We'll bring up a 3rd down and 11 at the Mayfield 26-yard line. 9:02 and counting. Play clock has 24 on it. So plenty of time for Atkins to take a look at the defense. Snap is back, going to run a speed option, going to pitch it, and getting to the 25, and then pushed out of bounds. Going to pick up about 4 yards, maybe 5.
Ray Cano on the catch of the pitch there, trying to get around the corner. Mayfield did a good job. Looks like we're going to attempt a field goal here, Joby.
So the ball's at the 21. That'll be a 38-yard attempt for our kicker. He's got plenty of leg to do that. Ball will be on the right hash. If he knocks this down, then it'll be the ball game because it'll be 51-0.
That'll actually be 40. What is it? What'd you say?
48.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yep.
So 48-yard attempt.
38.
38. 38-yard attempt. Yeah. I don't know why I said 48. I said 38 the first time. They are going to come after it, of course. Kick is up, and boy, it looks like it's got the leg. It does, so that will be the ball game. The Artesia Bulldogs will win 51-0 with 7:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter, but the ball game is over. Now what we're going to do is I'm watching the screen run around here.
Let me just say this. Dominguez, man, that was 38 yards, and he could have made that from 50.
Yep.
It went through with plenty of leg. He's just such a good kicker.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get a break going, Robbie. We'll come back. We'll have the final stats from our statistician, Josh Howard, and then we will have another break and finish up the ball game. Artesia wins 51-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Stay right here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Your stats are coming up.
Are you ready to make a difference in the lives of students and athletes right here in the City of Champions?
As the
Artesia
seasons
Public
change,
Schools
it can
is
be a
now
great
hiring
time
school
to
bus
refresh.
drivers.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh.
Are you ready to make a difference in the lives of students and athletes right here in the City of Champions? Artesia Public Schools is now hiring school bus drivers for routes and activities. A CDL, background check, and drug test are required, but don't worry, we'll help you get your CDL. Join the team and drive our Bulldogs to success on the road and in life. Visit bulldogs.schoolspring.com to learn more. That's bulldogs.schoolspring.com. Drive the pride of Artesia.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now can be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Don't miss the Halloween party specials this week at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia. Select gallons of Blue Ribbon Classics ice cream are $4.98 each, and select bags of Malto-Meal breakfast cereals are $3.98 each. In produce, 10-pound bags of russet potatoes are $2.99 each, and extra large red seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the meat department, family packs of choice beef chuck roasts are $5.99 a pound, and Boston butt pork roasts are $1.97 a pound. These are just some of the Halloween party specials this week at Fenn's Country Market in Artesia. Southeast New Mexico College offers a variety of associate degrees and certificates to help you pursue your educational goals. You'll find high-quality, affordable associate programs like business and nursing. Certificate programs like natural gas compression, welding, and industrial maintenance are offered to serve the common needs. Find your direction at SENMC. Navigate new pathways through higher learning at Southeast New Mexico College. Learn more at senmc.edu.
Wilbanks LLC and Wilbanks Trucking Services LLC has over 37 years of experience from 1987 to 2025 in the Permian Basin oil and gas industry. Wilbanks recently divested out of the rig moving operations to focus exclusively on providing crane services to support the growing demand in the basin. Wilbanks continues to provide quality, expert, and performance-based services to a multitude of customers. With a fleet ranging from 60-ton to 350-ton cranes and locations in Hobbs, Artesia, and Odessa, Texas, we hope that you will consider our team for projects ranging from plant builds, compressor sets, to general site build. Please call us at 575-746-6318 to find out what we can do for you. Wilbanks LLC, your regional expert in the crane world.
All right, welcome back here to KS3PTV.com, KSCP Radio, as we've got Josh Howard with the final stats.
Hey, your stats for Mayfield tonight: 5 first downs. They had 28 rushes for 37 yards, 2 receptions for 29 yards passing. So if my math is correct, that is, our defense gave up 66 yards of total offense tonight, which is a good job for our defense. They had 2 completions on 11 attempts. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 0 fumbles lost, 5 penalties for 45 yards. They were 3 for 13 on third down conversions and 1 for 3 on fourth down conversions. For the Bulldogs, we had 11 first downs, 11 rushes for 116 yards. We had 8 receptions for 218 yards passing. We were 8 for 13, 2 touchdowns, 0 fumbles lost, 1 penalty for 15 yards, 4 for 5 on third down conversions. And then we had that big field goal at the end, so we're 1 for 1 on our field goals. The leaders tonight for the Trojans, leading the way rushing was Castillo, 13 rushes for 16 yards. And then player number 38 had 3 rushes for 11 yards. We don't have his name. Number 10, Ochoa, had 3 rushes for 9 yards. Benavidez had 7 rushes for 4 yards. Thompson 1 for 2, and then Chavez 1 for -5. Passing, Ochoa was 2 for 10 for 29 yards and an interception. And then player number 48 was 0 for 1. Again, we do not have his name. Leading the way receiving was player number 39, 1 reception for 15 yards. And then Cabanas had 1 for 14. Your leaders for the Bulldogs rushing, Bryce Parr had 6 rushes for 103 yards and 4 touchdowns. Eglin had 1 rush for 6 yards. Ray Recano 1 for 5. Warren 1 for 0, and then you had Christian Pondo get a rush in there as well. Leading the way passing, Warren was 6 for 8 for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. Atkins 1 for 3 for 19, and then Jack Byers also had a completion in the first half. Leading the way receiving, Byers 2 for 136 and 2 touchdowns. Hodling 1 for 33, Whitehead 1 for 28, Destin Pacheco 1 for 19, Fuentes 1 for 7. Trent Eglin had 1 for 1, and then Derek Warren also had a completion. And then, like we mentioned, Dominguez was 1 for 1, 38-yard field goal. Leading the way defensively, Dalen Pacheco had a great game tonight, 8 solo tackles. Villa also had a sack tonight. And then Corbin Dominguez, he had 2.5 solo tackles for 30, and he also had a 34-yard interception return for a touchdown. Dominating performance for your Bulldogs, and the best stat of all was 51-0 Artesia.
right, thanks, Josh. We're going to go ahead and take another break, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
Out on the road, there's just one place when you walk. Here's a driver putting tires to the test, getting service and pricing that's always best from Ben. Big O's Ben. Lowest tire price, guaranteed. He's the man that you go to see. It's Ben. Big O's Ben.
Right now, get $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires with installation purchase. Plus, 0 interest if paid in full within 12 or 6 months. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
As Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog Sports.
Hey, Bulldog athletics and fans, ready to fuel up after the big game? Schlotzsky's in Artesia has the mouth-watering favorites you crave. From our bold sandwiches stacked high to crisp, fresh salads, piping hot pizzas, and fully loaded calzones. There's something for every Bulldog appetite. So whether you're gearing up to play or cheering from the stands, power your Bulldog pride with flavor that always wins. Schlotzsky's Artesia, fueling Bulldog athletes and fans, one bite at a time. Jeffrey David Conklin, pretty much known to everybody as David, is running for re-election to the Artesia School Board District 1. The investment in our kids is important to their future and our community, and David knows they deserve the best we can offer.
I was born and raised in Artesia, have a servant's heart, and have spent my life using that to serve the kids in the community. Exercise your rights and go vote. Go Bulldogs.
Paid for by Jeffrey David Conklin.
Reliable Tent LLC has a brand new home at 1416 South 1st Street in Artesia, and they're ready to serve you. Now open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Reliable Tent specializes in professional window tinting and glass replacement for cars, trucks, SUVs, and yes, even big rigs and RVs. From reducing glare and heat to keeping your ride looking sharp, Reliable Tent has the experience and quality you can trust. Stop by their new location, 1416 South 1st Street in Artesia. Reliable Tent LLC, your local experts in tint and glass.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Looking for power, performance, and a whole lot of game day style? Come to Major Supply, your one-stop shop for industrial goods and outdoor gear. With the brands you trust, Milwaukee, Rigid, and much more. Built for the job site and tough enough for any task. And when the work's done, gear up for game day with team apparel, sunglasses, and all the sporting equipment you need to play hard and cheer harder. Tools, threads, and everything in between. Stop by today at 1808 South 1st in Artesia or check them out online at MajorSupplyLLC.com.
Your cell phone, if you'll meet Commander Gallegos.
All right, welcome back here. One final wrap up here. Joby Hodling and Robbie Ballou on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. And Robbie, big win for the Bulldogs to wrap up the final game of the season strong as we're going to get a week off and head into the playoffs.
I'm not going to say that we didn't anticipate this game tonight after watching Mayfield, looking at who they played, looking at scores and examining them, but you never know. We talked about it coming in. Still got to play the game. Bulldogs needed to play well. They did. Offense played well. I mean, Derek Warren went over 2,000 yards passing on the season. Parr went over 1,000 yards rushing on the season. Parr has four touchdowns tonight. The defense scores again on the interception return for touchdown by Dominguez. Special teams played well, so 51-0, not a surprise. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Running clock halfway through the second quarter for the Bulldogs when they got up by 35. So just a dominating performance on all aspects, in all aspects of the football game tonight. 3 aspects: offense, defense, special teams. But the one that really stood out, Mayfield's gained yards on people, throughout the season with their running game. And tonight, the Bulldogs hold them to 66 total yards. Bulldogs had, over 300 yards on offense. And Warren, only 6 completions for 205 yards. So we were able to get big plays tonight on their defense.
Yeah, and that's okay. We had a really gritty game last week. We come into this game and kind of blow up Mayfield, but that's what the Bulldogs want to do. You pointed it out. You want to come back out, finish strong. Kind of had a tough game last week against a good Goddard team, but we finished strong and we get the win. So the Bulldogs go 9-1 on the regular season, and expect. I think it's 100% chance we're going to be the number 1 seed, as we've been ranked number 1 all season on every poll, and going 9-1. Now there is a spoiler up in the north, as Los Alamos is going to be 10-0. I'm assuming after their game tonight. But I think our strength of schedule, the games that we played, I think we will get the number 1 seed. I'm just curious how it'll fall. What was the Roswell Goddard score?
It's 21-14 right now in the third quarter. So, that's a good game. We kind of expected a good game after Goddard came in here and played the way they did. We gave a lot of credit to Goddard last week. We were a little frustrated. We had 4 turnovers, but Goddard forced some of those. So a good game going on at the Wool Bowl in Roswell tonight, 21-14 between Goddard and Roswell.
Before we wrap up, you had asked me earlier in the game who I wanted to win, and I said, well, I don't know. I didn't like either team, and I want to clarify that. I just, it's a rivalry for me. It's not like I don't like them in the way I said it. But anyway, what if Goddard's able to pull out this win? How does that change things up, if it does at all?
I don't know. I didn't even.
Well, Roswell can't go in above Goddard.
Right.
Goddard cannot go in above Lovington. Right now, it's us, Roswell, Lovington, Goddard. That's the top 4 before tonight.
Right.
Goddard wins. Does that move Lovington to 2? Does that mean Los Alamos goes ahead, jumps into the top 4? Goddard can't go in front of Lovington.
Yeah, it gets really messy.
Does a 10-0 Los Alamos get the 2 seed, and then Lovington 3, Goddard 4, Roswell 5? Because if Goddard were to win, again, Roswell can't be in front of them.
Yeah, and on that, Los Alamos, their preseason non-district games, what I think will hurt them in the seeding. They played 2 4A teams and 1 3A team, so their strength of schedule is just not there.
Right.
I don't know. I've been wrong before, and I may be wrong on this, but I don't see their strength of schedule pushing them up to 2. But I don't know. It gets really messy if Goddard beats Roswell tonight.
Well, and so I never did answer the question other than to say I didn't know, but my thought process was I'd really almost rather Roswell win so that it doesn't get all tricky like that. But it doesn't really matter to the Bulldogs. We're going to be the number 1 seed, so whatever happens, happens. The only thing that I could see that would, if that were the case, if Goddard comes in and gets the win, right now it's a tight game at the Wool Bowl. If they get the win, the only reason I could see Los Alamos jumping, because they obviously don't have the strength of schedule, but they do have the 10-0. So the record goes into it. Lovington's record is not, they've got 3 losses, I think. Goddard's got 3 losses, I think. They're going to be 10-0s, and if Roswell were to lose, then the scenario I said, Goddard can't be in front of Lovington because they're head-to-head, and Roswell wouldn't be able to be in front of Goddard because they're head-to-head. So I don't know that it pushes Goddard to number 2, and then no, they couldn't. They'd have to be behind Lovington. So it's just confusing. We'll see what happens, though. We'll know, I guess, late tomorrow night, early Sunday morning. We'll know where everybody's seated.
Right. We'll have the seeding show. NMMA will get together, and they got the 5 criteria, and they will seed everybody, and we'll likely get a first-round bye with the number 1 seed, so we won't play next weekend. And then first quarterfinal game will be right here at Bulldog Bowl, as we'll get the home game with the number 1 seed. And then we'll go from there in the bracket to semifinals. So if we win that quarterfinal game, but we do have another home game here with the number 1 seed in 2 weeks.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank Oscar and his crew up top, and all of our camera folks, and of course Josh Howard, our statistician, my partner Robbie, and this is Joby Hodling saying have a great weekend, and we'll see you in church on Sunday.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
I'm Karen Waldrop, and I've made Artesia my home for many years. I've raised my family here, I've worked here, and I've served the community as a pharmacist to keep our families healthy and strong. I'm running for re-election for the Artesia Special Hospital District Ward 5 position because I care deeply about the quality of care for our community. We deserve quality health care right here at home. I'll bring a pharmacist's perspective, fiscal responsibility, and a commitment to keeping Artesia General focused on patient care. I'm Karen Waldrop, and I'd be honored to earn your vote for the Artesia Special Hospital Board, District 5.
Artesia trusts the team that knows this town best, Lois Oliver Real Estate. With years of local experience and a dedicated group of expert agents, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you're finding the perfect place for your family or getting the best value when it's time to sell, Lois Oliver Real Estate is your hometown advantage. Visit loisoliverrealestate.com and let's get started today, because no one knows Artesia like we do, and we love it here. Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Stephen, you've been drinking. Give me your keys.
Hand over the keys. It's the right choice. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. Bulldog football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Abo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Public Schools, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Buckhorn Productions, Kane Electric Supply, the City of Artesia, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, the Eddy County DWI Program, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Ben's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward, J&J Home Care, KC Light Towers, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tin, Remax Axiom, Smile Expressions, Southeast New Mexico College, Cape Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, Trans-Aero Medevac, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, and Trustmark Roofing. Thanks for tuning into this special presentation. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Expectations. Bob Agnew has more.